Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate that. Guys, we are back. We are back once again, like how we always do, for another one. Hopefully tonight's conversation, per usual, will be spirited. It will be very, very insightful. And if you don't know, now you know. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Make sure you hit the like button as you enter the building. Make sure you are subscribed, please, please, please. I can't stress that enough. Um, and what else? Hit the notification bell so that way when I do go live, you guys will be notified. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, so yeah, we got the crew in the house, you know what I'm saying? Desi D, if you don't
Hey
mind,
y'all.
just okay, so that's what she got. Okay, so look, don't mind the glasses, but it'll be all right.
You starting. You
Okay, no,
starting.
no, no. Psych, no, look, you know what? Let's lay the groundwork, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna try. Dez and I, we're gonna try to reach some common ground tonight. So God help
You
us.
wanna reach
I
you wanna
promise.
reach common ground with me.
We're gonna. I promise. That is my mission tonight. Is we're gonna reach
Even
some
though I
common
know
ground
it's
tonight.
an impossible task.
I
I'll
have the
wait I'll
same,
wait for it.
I share, I have the same sentiment, but nonetheless, we shall overcome, and I promise you, it's gonna happen. All right, we just gotta be optimistic. So you guys already know we got Desi DC in the house. You know what I'm saying? Find her on Instagram. Actually, guys, I got all the panelists links in the description. So if you guys are looking out for their material, their content, what they talking about, what they day to day looking like, go down to the description box. Make sure you click, and they'll plug all their information per usual at the end of the live. You know what I'm saying? Like how we always do. Anyways, guys, how y'all been? How's everything? How's y'all week so far?
It's over with now, baby.
Yeah, no. I don't know about y'all, but this was a kind of tough week for me. I ain't gonna lie.
It
This
was
was,
for me too.
this was a
I
tough
was
week. I don't know. I
real.
just kept getting hit with everything, every
You
angle.
should be getting. A matter of fact, punch yourself.
Facts.
Yes, there you go.
Well,
The end
damn.
of the Friday for me.
All right. Well, there you go. Jane, what's up with you? How was your week?
I'm with y'all. My week was really rough too. This platform that I'm trying to uphold, it's definitely large. It's a large weight. But yeah, my week was challenging as well too. But
Mm,
it's Friday.
yeah, yeah. We
And I
shall
gotta say,
persevere.
I love your hair too. I love your hair like that.
Thank you, Des. I thought you was gonna be more cute and sexy, so I'm like, let me match her fly, and then you come in looking like a teacher.
Mom,
The cap.
mom.
JP. JP, what's up with you, man? How was your week, brother?
Right.
Hey man, it flew by. It definitely flew by. I'm glad it's over with too, because it had its ups and downs, but it did
Yeah,
that
definitely.
flew by.
Ebbs and flows, ladies and gentlemen. Ebbs and flows. Y'all already know how that goes. Vicissitudes of life. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get this thing popping off. So as I was telling the panelists in the back room, I suffered through this entire interview between Cam Newton and Charleston White. There was definitely some good points about the entire, that White broached during that interview, through the course of it, and I clipped out a few of those moments, and I want to kind of delve into some of those topics tonight. I think he, like I was saying, Charleston White, at the end of the day, he's just a man. You know what I'm saying? Completely flawed. He's fallible, just like the rest of us. So you don't have to agree with everything he says. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand that. I understand that there's a means to his madness. He has to have that sort of potent approach. That bittersweet truth that he may try to rouse up the crowd a little bit with some of his rhetoric and even some of his perspectives. But nonetheless, that doesn't mean that there's not a little bit of sprinkle of truth up in there. So you guys, I was telling the panelists that, hey, look, the truth don't belong to anybody. The truth is just there, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. So, you can agree with it or you can disagree with it. But I would strongly recommend that if you are choosing to disagree with the truth, you're just denying reality. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, guys, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Hold up. Let me pull this up, y'all. Make sure I'm going to check in.
Lee Holly. I know
Oh,
Lee
yeah.
out
Oh,
here.
my gosh. I didn't even do no
Lee
maintenance.
Holly.
House. Let me do some house maintenance real quick. I'm sorry, guys. Chat, forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. You guys just could be anywhere right now, but you're here spending it with us. Big Lee is in the building. What it is, Lee? What it ain't. We got Andre Rose, CPT, and Sheet. Yeah, I know. Don't blame me though for that, Andre. That was all these black folks up here. We got Marlene in the building. How you doing, Marlene? How you doing? How you doing? Marlene again. Neil first blasphemy and use the Lord's name in vain, and I'm gone. I look. I respect that right, Miss Marlene. Andre Rose, you had to kick your daughter out this week. Oh my gosh, he taking shots already. Hold up. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know who that shot is for, but hey, seemed like he doing his thing. We got Soundwave Films in the building. I know who that is. Appreciate you, man. Much love to you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not asking you guys to stick around for the entire live, but I do appreciate your support nonetheless. Anitra, we got to get you back on the show. We have to get you back on the show. I think our last show that we did, there's unfinished business between you and I, dear. So hit me up in the back chat. You know how to get in touch with me. All right. So cool. Did a little housekeeping. So let's excuse me. Man, I got that nice, soothing podcast voice, don't I, y'all? What y'all think?
I give it an 8 out of 10, not 8.5 out of 10. Yeah.
You gotta make it 9.
I was just trying to go against you, but yeah, you do have a nice voice.
Well, thank you, dear. I really appreciate that. All right, let me just pull this clip up. I hope this is the right one because I have 2 of these. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so and for your viewer pleasure, I took the time out to make a coinciding banner to align with what the first topic is going to be tonight. So let me just go on ahead and pull that up. Here we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna play the video first, and then I'll put it on. All right.
The absence of a
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
father, the absence of a father in any child's life leaves a child hurt, but ultimately develops a child as an angry kid, and they can't nobody explain why the little motherfucker just angry. That's the absence of a father.
But
So both my brother.
You speaking as from the son's perspective or the female's perspective?
I'm speaking from the son's perspective. So
Okay.
both my brother and I grew up with just a good mother, a good loving mother. When I was 8 or 9 years old, homie, my brother looked at me and said, when I grow up, I'm gonna kill somebody. Man, I looked at that nigga and ran downstairs. Mama, Kevin, say when he grew up, man. Boy, come here. What you mean? When I grow up, I'm gonna kill. And so she spanked him when she should have been exploring that anger. Long before a kid gets angry, they feel hurt. Nigga, where my dad at? Mama, where daddy at? What Tupac say? He heard mama crying. Mama, where my daddy at? Heard you crying late night through the bedroom door. And do you love me, mama? Why they keep on calling me nigga? Get my weight up with my hate and pay them back when I'm bigger. So that's the 12-year-old big body kid, nigga, that they done put in football that grandmama them scared of. When he get mad, he huffing and puffing. He kicked the door. He punched a hole in the wall. He pushed his little sister down. Get that weight up with my hate. So just think about my brother saying this, nigga, I'm 8 years old, he 10. Nigga, he killed somebody at 17.
So I'm trying to piece it all together.
So the anger, right? So we hurt in the beginning, but before you hurt, you feeling unloved.
No, hold on. Check that. Truth to that.
Okay. All right. That's our first point. And let me go on ahead and put up the banner right here. Let's pull this down. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, cool. Can y'all see that little banner scrolling on across the street, the stream like that? Can y'all see that? Cool. JP, I'll let you kick this one off, brother. Does the absence of a father leave a child yearning?
It does. It's not even it's not even a gender part when it comes to a kid. Is girl and boy. It's just easier from an earlier side of life that we see boys go through it. But for girls, it takes a little longer for it to show up because growing up in a house with a single mother, she takes some real abuse mentally and emotionally from her mother. Being a mother without a man also is hurt. With boys, it's a little different because they get coddled a lot from their mothers. Women, little girls don't get coddled by their mothers. Because again, I always say a single mother is always competing with the daughter because the woman is always looking for in her hurt to try to keep that daughter from being hurt, but also it's hurt not having a man. You can tell a woman that doesn't have a man, she's angry for multiple reasons too, because she got to do everything on her own. When she has no help, she has to take a child to school every day, the practices, everything. So it gets real heavy. But for the boys, mothers called them for a long time because they want to structure that little boy for the man that she thinks is right for him to become. It's not that the man that he should become. She's gonna mold him and teach him everything psychologically she thinks what a good man is. And that's his downfall because that woman does not know what a good man is, nor what a man goes through raising a man. You know what I'm saying? So that little girl that grows up with that anger and that hurt that mother has, because she even gets hurt with that little girl as soon as she gets pregnant. It's no need for fathers to kick. You say that a 15-year-old girl gets kicked out by her father, oh, that single mother gonna kick that 15-year-old daughter out quickly, especially when they're growing up in the hood. They already struggling. She already mad about bills. So that's another thing that she pissed off about. But it never make that little boy get a job. Look, he can have 3-4 baby mamas. And she's cool with it.
That's deep. That's deep, JP. That's deep. That's deep. I feel that. Miss Jane, you can follow up, and Des, and I will go last per usual.
So the question
real quick, I'm sorry, real quick. Shout out to my boy Wrench Turner in the house. Just in case y'all don't know, that's Wrench Turner was one of Kevin Samuel's moderators. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuel. I was a fan. So the question, does the absence of a father leave a child yearning? So I want to come from the aspect of a mother's patience, right? So this is why I try to stress to mothers the importance of leaving that door open for the father to come back. If he leaves, I get a lot of backlash because, yes, just like JP said, single moms, they do carry a large load. They're tired, they're stressed, they're burnt out, all of those things, right? So it's more easier for single mothers to say, you know what, bump that. Since I'm doing this on my own, I'm going to close this door. I'm not letting him back in. I don't care if he changes mind. I don't care if he changed. So what? It's too late. I'm doing this on my own. I don't need no help. My kid's going to be good. And the aftermath of that is it really never truly was our decision as a mother to make. Like, though these children, we are to do. I am a single mom. I have a 5-year-old son. We are. No, I cannot raise him to be a man. But our job is to a healthy mother's perspective, right? We are always to leave that door open, just in case that man does want to to step up one day, or even, unfortunately, whenever he decides to. I think it's just very important for us to not act on feelings and just shut the father out when he is not doing right. Now, and unless it comes from, like abuse or something like that, then that's totally different. Like, leave him. But, if he's gonna unfortunately have to swallow his own pill one day of his reality check when these kids grow up, just like Charleston in the video, kind of like wanting to unalive somebody or take somebody out. My point is that yes, the children definitely suffer when the father's not around, but that would never be my choice to to give up on my son's dad. I will solemnly let my son make that decision when he comes of age, because it is very important for fathers to be in our life. And the last thing I'm gonna say, I am a product of a single father. My dad raised me as a single parent, so that's my best friend. So that's even more why I advocate for two-parent households and fatherhood, and making it work and getting back in there and trying it again. Because yes, it's a drastic difference between a child that hasn't had a father versus one that does.
That's deep. That's deep. I feel that. Go ahead, Desi Daz, and then I'll follow up after you.
So I'm reading your question, and I have to ask, when you say yearning for what?
Yearning for a father or
But
the father.
but what is the child? What does the child yearning for in the father?
A relationship, to be with his father, to know his other side, to know who he or she is. I mean, I think the father as well as the mother, they both complete the child. And this is not supposed to be my time to talk, but
Well, I'm just trying to get an understanding of the question,
yeah. So
because
just a yearning, a desire to know and to have an understanding of the father, to know their father, to have a relationship with that father, or a closeness with the father.
yeah.
Hold up, let me cause give me a second. Dang, I gotta get these damn sound effects in order. Daz, did you freeze?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
she just answered the question.
She answered the question. No, she didn't. I didn't hear. What did you say?
Do what? I said
Did
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
So you saying the father? Excuse me. So you believe the child does have a yearning for the father? Why is that? I mean, why? Why do you think that is?
It could be for a number of reasons.
What's your personal reason? What do you think?
To be honest, I'm just not going to say that. It'll start too much. I just feel like it depends. It all depends. It's not a I didn't grow up without a father. I did grow up with a father and a mother in two different places. I grew up where my dad was arrested for 8 years. He was absent. However, he called me every day. He sent me money for my birthday. So this is my thing. When it comes to being a father, we got a lot of people that sit here and talk about, I don't know, shit like the mother usually pushes them away, or, it's always the mom's fault. But I don't believe that men can have any excuse to not be a part of their child's life. You can go to court, you can do whatever until you can't do nothing. So it's a lot of people that be talking about, oh no, the fathers majority of the time don't want to be there. That's how I feel. And I'm sure that there are stats to back that up. a lot of the time the father just don't want the responsibility, whether it's he don't like the mother, or he really don't like the child. Go take care of somebody else's child. You know what I'm saying? I want to be here when it's convenient for me or when it's beneficial for me. Like, and I don't really want to talk too much about it in a way, because I've been around a lot of what you would call fathers who had I've seen more men who've had opportunities to be around their kids and got every excuse to not be around their kids, rather than men who really wanted to be their kids. Now you got some fathers that want to be there for their kids, and the female that they dealing with will keep them away. You know where I've seen those people? On social media. I've seen them on TV. I've seen them in movies. In real life, in reality, I've seen men take care of other people's kids and to leave their kids. I see men that will literally pick their child up to take a picture for Facebook because it's Thanksgiving, and then don't see their child for 3 months. Doing whatever they got to do, work come before their children. I've seen more situations that the man has oh, well, I ain't trying to be caught up with them white folks. So, I see more men not putting themselves on child support. You know what I'm saying? Complaining about shit, but ain't doing shit. I've seen a lot of that more than I've seen good fathers. Granted, I had a good father. So this word father, I think, has to have a clear-cut description, because it's anybody, just like they say a woman can lay down and have a baby, a man can too. So
Okay. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Joe, what's up, man? All right. So yeah, I think the father is an integral part of a child's development, a child's understanding of himself or herself. As fathers are the first line of defense. They are the first line of defense for that child between society and.
I disagree with that.
Well, let me say what I gotta say. Fathers are supposed to keep the daughters off strip poles, keep the sons out of jail. Fathers are supposed to be the hit in the head, the smack on the forehead, right? Before law enforcement smack those cuffs on your hands. The father's supposed to be that guider, that protector. And look, am I saying that all men encompass this role? No, I'm not. But I am simply saying there are real life barriers to prohibit men from doing that. And this is not to that segment of men who aren't putting forth the energy to do it. And even to those men that aren't doing it in some way, in some degree, I understand that, because I was that man. I had every barrier placed in front of me to prevent me from seeing my daughter. Had no guidance. And I say this all the time. I talked about this numerous times. If anybody is in the chat, just follow with me. I've had every legal obstacle possible. But I kept persevering. I kept going down there. Far as I was concerned, growing up in the hood, well, not really in the hood, you know what I'm saying, but just hanging around hood niggas, the mantra was, we don't go to court. that was what it is. You don't go to court, regardless of what it is. But, I knew, hey, look, this is about my child. This is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? This is bigger than what I've grown to understand about the world. I have a child. I have another part of me that I have to see every day. I have to. And let me tell you right now, it was not easy. And I'm telling you, I can understand why some men just completely throw their hands up and say, you know what? I'll catch you at Joe. Nobody said no about me being hood. Anyways, I said, I just look at one point, I was just like, maybe it's better for me not to even put my daughter through all this. You know what I'm saying? Some men just figure, why just put the child through this contentious relationship? There should not even be a fight for me to see my child. There should not be no fight. It should be a simple, hey, I'm coming to get my child. Okay, cool. Let's set up a time. Let's just like that. Even if it's an inconvenience, there should never be any sort of resistance to that at all. But I'm telling you right now, there is. And what I also will say is that I think it's heavily skewed in a direction where men aren't afforded the opportunity to present themselves as upstanding men and to demonstrate what type of fathers they actually are and what they can be, because they cut off at the legs right at the gates, right at the outset. They don't even get that opportunity. And I'm saying this because I have the anecdotal experience. And if we want to talk statistically, 90% of, yeah, there she go, rolling her eyes. Statistically, 90% of child custody goes to the woman, to the mother automatically. Why is that? Huh?
As it should.
As it should. So why is the mother all of a sudden, why is she arbitrarily assumed the fit parent when statistically men make more than women? And I'm not trying to make this a man versus woman thing. I'm just saying, if we're going to talk about the betterment, the benefit of the child, and this doesn't apply to, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. All I'm simply saying is statistically men make more. If we talk about black men and women, men are a lot more financially men are a lot more financially well off than women are.
Well, didn't you say that the average man made what, 41?
Hold up, I got the stats right here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, give me the stats.
So and you can, everybody in the chat, please don't take my word for it. You know, I want you guys to fact check me yourselves. But the black male household, no spouse, family median income is $49,148. The black female household, no spouse, or family median income is $37,866.
I'm gonna have to look at those stats.
Oh, please do, because these are and just for the edification, guys, blackdemographics.com. You can all go check those sources out. But look, I don't want to make this a pissing contest. All I'm simply saying is there are real life barriers that will preclude a what's the word?
Like what, Neil?
Okay, let's talk about the legal system. So if a man is trying to see his child, but that woman or that bitter, angry mother is lying to the court, making up a bunch of destroying the man's reputation. I mean, what are we talking about here? Listen, if the court's best interest is for the child, right? So if the mother is the default, right, de facto parent, the custodial parent, if she feels like the child is in danger and she wants to portray the father as the perpetrator, the courts will be likely to favor that mother's side because they know, hey, the child is, the domicile is with the mother, and by the direction of the court, because she automatically has the custody, that the mother is already, she's assumed to be protective. She's a protector. And I think that yeah, go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but can I bring some light? Because this happens to be, y'all are taking me back to my roots, and I hope I don't get emotional, because I don't like to cry. But let me just bring the world some perspective really quick. So my short story, and I'm not going to make this long-winded, but I have a daughter. She's just turned 18 on the 5th of November. And when she was 2 years old, her dad took her and disappeared. We broke up, and because he was a product of a single mom, my daughter's dad, his fear was he did not want to be out of my daughter's life. So yes, he handled this the wrong way. But as I got older and as I found God, I became to understand his why. Now, he didn't go about it the right way, but I understood his why. So I found my daughter at age 7. The funny thing about that, right? Now, granted, I'm speaking on women, that what Neil just said. I'm not speaking on the women. I'm not speaking on the mothers that have a legit reason to keep the children away from the father. Like he's sexual assault, he's beating, all that type of stuff. Right. Keep the kid far away from this father. But if you're just acting on emotion, it does a lot of damage. I found my daughter 4.5 years later. She was 7 years old. During that time, it's crazy because the two insights was completely different. At the time I was in my early 20s, so I would say the young women that I knew, they were like, man, if I was you, I'd go beat his mama ass. I'd go slash his tires. I'd go put sugar in his tank. What you want? You want me to pull up? Let's pull up and let's do. I'm not a fighter.
Gamut. Yep.
I'm physically not a fighter. My words is, my mouth is all I had to use, right? So, but speaking on that though, what type of custody would I gain if I'm in jail for assault? That's not. But when I spoke to fathers, that's where it felt like home for me, because the majority of Black men or young Black men, they already knew at the early age of 20 something that I was. They already knew what it was like to be in my shoes, to not know where their kids were. So I started rolling more harder with the fellas. Like this is where I'm welcome, because that pain it's neutral. Like they feel me. So let me just put a stamp on this conversation and say the detriment that we do to our kids. So let me just y'all give me a second. Okay. Mothers don't understand. I'm not talking about, like I said, I'm not talking about the women that have a legit reason. I'm talking about the petty women that do this out of anger and spite. Right. We don't understand. Now, see, I know this pain. When I saw my daughter at age 7, y'all, she wouldn't even let me kiss her on the cheek. I mean, it was like a stranger. It was crazy. She had to get comfortable around me from day one. Like it was I can't even explain what I went through, y'all. So when I'm landing my plane with this, I had to build my confidence to even feel like I was worthy to be in my child's life. I had to build my confidence to even feel like I was worthy of being a mom. I thoughts in my head, who am I to come back after 4.5 years? Yeah, it was out of my control, but so what? At the end of the day, she didn't see me for almost 5 years. Who am I to come back in her life and try to be a mom? Like, she's not going to listen to me. She don't know me. This is the devil playing in my head, right? So ladies, mothers, let's make sure, because baby, y'all ain't never felt. When Kanye West went viral for crying like a baby when he didn't know where his little daughter birthday party was, and everybody was making memes of him thinking that joke was funny, and that man was crying like a baby.
Yes. Yeah, and they say be vulnerable.
Was crying like a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
And Kim Kardashian,
soon as you're vulnerable as a man. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. Kim Kardashian was like, "Oh yeah, he. I don't want her to know. I don't want him to know. He's fine." No, sweetheart. I understand your feelings, but the point of the matter is, you would have allowed your daughter to forever have a birthday where her father wasn't there on the behalf of your feelings, versus letting her daughter have memories of her father being there. We have to understand, it takes a lot of confidence for a man to miss so much time with his away from his kids and then try to come back and be a man and be a father. It takes a lot of confidence. That's why I said it's very important for us to leave that door open. As long as we know we have nothing to do with him not being in the child's father, your hands are clean. But still leave that opportunity open for that father, because you don't know what God can do in his life. You don't know what type of reality check. And if he never comes around, then so be it. But don't let that be on your hands as to why you don't allow that man to have an opportunity. I'm gonna stop.
Go ahead, JP. Like you was about to say something.
I just don't understand why people don't realize, like, those are two different calibers of when Dez talking about the different type of caliber of man, And what you're talking about, Neil, is a certain caliber of women. I think we don't realize Black culture, period, is what's pushed. I mean, it's what you see on the internet. Like the women who act like what Jane was saying. No man after 5 years should feel like if he ever got himself back together that he's not worthy enough to come back to be in his child's life. He got all the time in the world to get that shit right. Should he have it right up front? Yes. But no man should ever feel that low about himself or insecure about himself to feel like he's worthy. But for her to say she feels like that, it's because the caliber of women that does do that to their men. When she said that that's their mind playing with them, that's their own insecurities, that how women treat, how they think men should feel. You're feeling insecure because women think men should be bowing down to come crawl back to be in their kids' life. You know what I'm saying? He should feel worthy enough to come back. Hey, sweetheart, can I please? I know I fucked up, but can I please come back? He should never ever feel the need to have to kiss her ass, no matter if he walked out of the picture. Yes, he was fucked up for that, but he should never have to come back and kiss the ring to you for his mistakes that he made. Now, granted, no woman should ever feel the need again to feel that way about a man. Like that means that's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of hurt.
The thing about it is that they don't even realize that they're willing to destroy the child just to hurt the man.
But we don't really honestly.
That's what I'm talking about. That is the most selfish. That is the most selfish.
But we should not have even gotten that far. It has to be a better vetting of man and woman together, bro. It gotta be, bro. In this type of time too, man. People are getting together off of a humbug of a hookup. A lot of these kids, right? A lot of these adults that's having kids from people, they don't even know this guy. He don't even know this woman. It's a lot of that going on. That never was your friend. You should have seen red flags.
Yeah, I agree.
But we're laying down having I argue pointless sex. And not only pointless sex, bro, unprotected pointless sex.
There you go.
When the child,
both men and women, and the child was just a unforeseen.
Neil.
No. Okay, go ahead.
Neil. Go ahead. So I just seen whoever this weak ass dude went viral for talking about how he got 7 kids with 7 baby mothers.
Okay.
Went viral, went on a Breakfast Club, right? He's literally on camera talking about, I told these bitches I don't want no kids with them, and they still let me run in her raw and come in her. I got 7 kids, and I told them I don't want none of them. Now this isn't one. This is not one woman with 7 baby daddies. This is one man with 7 kids. Most women aspire to be mothers. Most women want children.
That's selfish because you should aspire to have a family to give that child a mother and a father.
Women, why do you think women have kids?
No,
they don't have kids to be
okay, check this out. Did she marry him?
Whether she married him or not, who give a fuck?
Oh, okay, you're right. Let's just gloss over that. Well, let's see. I'm not talking about. Listen, I'm not talking about.
I want to hear her point, Neil. I want to hear her point.
My bad.
Like it's dudes out here. I just seen a video the other day where a dude brought his 10-year-old son home to his wife. Okay, and the wife sitting here looking like, who is this? This is my son. You got a whole 10-year-old son from birth to 10. Mind you, you've been married to this woman prior to the son even being born. Bro, I'm sick. Y'all know, and initially I was an advocate for men. However, when I look at the scope of things from a reality, I had an epiphany.
Oh,
At this point, the way you niggas is acting, I don't want to marry you motherfuckers. I don't want to have babies with y'all. I don't
No,
want to.
you just need to choose better people to be around with. You just need to choose better people you surround yourself with.
Right now,
You're not taking any responsibility for your own actions and who you surround yourself with.
I got 1,000 dudes in my DM right now.
That's not a flex.
Me out on a date.
That's not a flex as a woman. Most men pursue women though.
Guess what? Now, not one of them 1,000 is in my DM talking about trying to create a business, whether we together or not. You ain't even trying to talk about getting no money, but you want to talk about sleeping with me. It's all about intention. And when you look at the men, when you look at the men are not doing what they supposed to do. The men have manipulated these women. Yeah, these women is dumb, but it comes from somewhere. And it's these dudes that want to be absent fathers. It's dudes that want to be absent fathers. Because a real man going to do whatever the fuck he got to do to see his child. He will bend over backwards. He will kiss the ground them kids walk on, because that is an offspring of him. So all of this, women is doing, no, men is doing it first.
All right, let me I just brought my man Joe up here real quick. He wanted to jump in. Joe, we already chatted in the back, so I'm gonna let you stay your piece, and then I'm gonna play this next clip, Charleston White clip. But go ahead, man.
I agree with Des. She's saying is, it's a lot of stuff that gets thrown under the bus or gets covered up, but at the end of the day, because I was listening to y'all, I was walking from the store and all that, so I was listening to y'all. But at the end of the day, my opinion about that, I didn't see the video. If y'all had a video or not, it's just like when it comes to man and women keeping their kids away from the man's. Now, if a man is beating you, or doing wrong with the kids, that's different. But when it comes down to it, if that man want to be in your life, there is no excuse for that woman to not let that kid be in their life. Period.
Right.
Not even an ounce. Okay. If you don't want me to be around you, well then, even if you ain't got your stuff all the way together, hey, you better get your stuff enough together, go get a hotel room or whatever, take your kids swimming, whatever, so you can be with that child, spending time with your child, and not have to worry about the interference or the influence of a baby mama that don't love you. So at the end of the day, and it goes for women too, like you can't be out here, I'm gonna keep my son away from him, and then out there partying and then taking your kids to your mamas or your grandmas out here in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Just doing all that.
Hot girl summer.
If you got to be a man, be a man. If you're going to be a woman, be a woman.
What is the percentage? What is the percentage? And I'm sorry to cut you off. What is the percentage of, let me see how to say it.
You better say it right, because I got the stats right ready for your ass.
Neil, we don't need stats to see that.
You just asked me what the percentage was. That's the stat.
First of all, we really don't need stats to see what these niggas is out here doing.
No. Listen,
we also missing the fact of, again, with the argument of the men that are wanting to be in their child's life versus the men that just don't want. With there, once again,
it's a very small, minute percentage of men who actually don't want to be in a child's life. Most men want to be fathers.
That is a lie.
Most men want to be fathers. They just don't want to deal with that woman. Listen, I'm keeping it real.
We're talking about dudes that got 3, 4, 5 different.
Very small percentage.
That is a lie.
To have that many baby mamas.
You don't believe in stats, Dad. So how would you know?
I don't need stats.
You don't understand. You talking about the.
So what do you mean? You just using your antennas? How do you know this? You ain't got stats.
How do I know? I see it every goddamn day.
So wait a second. So your perception. So your perception of reality dictates the entire objective reality.
Both y'all talking, I can't hear.
Let me say what I gotta say, Joe, and then I'm gonna let you chime in. So you telling me your perception of reality dictates everybody else's reality and the reality as a whole?
Neil, I'm living.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm living in reality. You
no.
Everything with you
because
is always a small percentage of men that's doing
because I can sit here and say, because Des, let me answer your question. Because I can sit here and say, just because I don't experience world hunger, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. In my reality,
exactly my
hold up.
point. You don't
In
need
my
stats to
reality,
know that
world hunger does not exist. But in the reality, it exists. In the
Bill,
reality, most
you
black
don't need
men
stats to
are
tell
the
you
most
that
involved
world hunger
fathers in.
You
exists.
just proved her point, bro.
No, Joe, listen to what I'm saying. If you
Because
go,
You don't
listen,
need
experience
stats
doesn't
to
mean
know
it
that.
don't
You don't
happen.
need stats to know men is out here sexually molesting their children. You don't
what?
need stats to know that men
No,
is out here hurting
That's
kids.
been
What are you
that's the
talking
that,
about?
you could
We
throw
not we
all
not
this.
talking on those people. We're not talking on those fathers
No,
But
though,
she
Dad.
said,
these
but let that.
a lot of listen.
Daz think it's all black men. She think it's most.
What percentage of women say, "Oh, I'm gonna get pregnant for every reason in the world other than really wanting something with that man"? What woman says, "I'm gonna get pregnant with him just to leave and put him on child support"? What
A woman,
It's a
a
lot.
woman,
It's a lot
a
of
lot
women
of
that
them.
are doing that
Tell me.
today,
A lot
Dad.
of
Women
It's a
say
lot of
that.
women doing that
Women
today.
say that
You don't know.
after the damage was already
I
done.
can get
She's
taken
been
care of.
pregnant 9 months.
Hold up, Joe. You go
She
after
been having
Dez.
issues. They've been having issues prior to the child even coming. And again, Andre, and I'm proud to be, you niggas ruin everything.
You have a
all-
disdain
the
against men.
government
That's what it
ran
is.
by men. This is why men don't need control. The government ran by
God.
men, indirectly fucks with men with their competitive nature. So as a man, I'm going to indirectly affect you as another man by implementing laws and policies that says, hey, you can't be with this bitch, that bitch, or that bitch because I'm giving her money to live on her own. Manipulation that niggas do. So guess what? The black man inside of the house no longer has to be there. Not necessarily because
Has
the
to
woman,
be there.
not necessily because
Hold on,
the
can I-
woman.
Are you familiar with? Are you familiar with the welfare state?
The
Can I
Yeah,
welfare
go ahead,
state
Joe.
was
All right,
given to
Dez.
a woman.
Let Joe.
The
All
welfare
right, let.
state was given to a woman by a man.
But
Let-
you gotta
let-
think
no.
about, but Daz, you gotta also think about it. How many niggas out here actually try to take care of their kids and they on child support because the baby? Hold on, because the baby mama.
Dez, let him finish. Dez, let him finish. Go ahead, Joe.
Because the baby mama's bitter, he's paying child support. He's still trying to look out for and be around for his kids, and then you can't even be around them.
Are those the Pookies and the Ray Rays?
No, ain't no Pookies and Ray Rays in me. I'm just saying in general because I know there is deadbeats. There's a lot of deadbeat mamas
It's a
too.
whole lot more of them than men that really do want to do. Listen,
We don't
if
talk
more
about the
men-
deadbeat
let me
mamas.
tell you something. If more men were doing right or even wanted to, guess what? Majority of our kids would not be fucked up. Majority of our kids are fucked up right now.
See, she think just because she pounds the table with passion, that means she's right. That doesn't mean
It's not about
like
that.
the passion doesn't mean you're right.
You want to live over there with stats and act like reality is not happening.
And evidence and research.
Do you not realize there was a period in our history? There was a period in our history. It's still happening now in other countries where if a woman bears a daughter, she is killed. She is killed. So there for a long period of time was an overabundance of boys. There was an overabundance of boys because they were killing.
Wait. What period of history are you talking about? What do you talk? What period of history are you referring to?
There was a period. It's still even happening now. Even in I believe it was the Indian culture when women had daughters, they would be beat, they would be abused.
Let's talk about the black community. Let's talk about black people,
but you
please.
keep acting like this is an issue just in the black community. This is not just in the black community.
No. Well, actually, birth rates have been declining, so there aren't any. I mean, there's not many children being.
You know why birth rates are declining? Because women don't want to have men with the men.
No,
women don't want
because of abortion.
Because babies with y'all no more.
Incorrect. Nope. Because of abortion. That's why birth rates are stagnant.
No,
but
it ain't
anyways,
no because of abortion. It ain't no because
yeah,
of
okay.
abortion.
How many babies are aborted in the black community?
I don't
Do you know that? I know you don't care. I know you don't care. I know it doesn't matter.
But it's definitely a good bit. Again, there's a certain caliber of it's a certain caliber of dudes.
But she's extrapolating that caliber of dude onto all dudes, baby.
They're not having kids. Men, and there's a vast majority of men, a lot of men that are not in our generation, and younger that still don't have kids. So abortion is not the highest part of the no birth rate. There are men that are not having kids, though. We want to hold so firm. I think both of y'all are holding firm on two arguments that, again, both of y'all have right points, but y'all are honing in on certain things that's just really having
I'm doing, JP, is correcting. All I'm doing is correcting her perspective, because her perspective is no, JP. I'm not. Let me say this. Hold on,
because y'all went back and forth for a long time. Y'all did just yelling back and forth. But bro, you hold her on with abortion because of statistics. She's arguing reality, and the reality is men are not out. All men. It's a vast number of the same man who keeps making babies with that same woman. That type of women that keep going to get those abortions.
That low abyss-minded woman. Yep.
But there are men who are not making babies, cuz. So you can't hold strictly on the statistics of abortion. There are men waking up too who are not. The men that get that really have the issues with having their kids, and that woman holding him back is not it's not a vast majority of the men who have one or two babies. It's the guys the ones that just walk out from their kids. It's the ones that's birthing 7, 8.
But JP, let's not act like these women don't have 2 to 3 baby daddies, bro.
Okay, let's not act like these dudes don't have 6 to 12.
Not a lot of them. Not the majority. Not the majority. Not the majority, Des. Not the majority. I know you desperately want to. I know you desperately want to think that.
Do you know what average is? If it's okay, so let's go with your argument. If it's a small amount, a so-called small amount of men that's doing it, then this is my thing. Why don't you, as a black man, why don't you go into your community and you talk to these men that are having 6, 7, and 8, 9 kids? See, it's always so easy to throw the shoulder on the woman. Oh, well,
I'm not doing that. I'm holding both. I'm holding both men. I'm holding.
It's not a large group of women that's out here having 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. It's not a whole. It's not a large amount of women. What are you talking about?
You probably want to check the stats.
You from what you see, because a lot of people that I grew up on the West Side got 5 or 6 kids, and they doing the wrong thing. But they trying to hold another guys and all that shit accountable and all that stuff, but they ain't doing the right thing. They getting all that damn time. Hold on, Des. But I'm saying all these girls out here, and I ain't mentioning no names or nothing, but I see them. They getting this child support money. They doing this. They doing stuff on the side. They doing all this, but they getting their nails done. The goddamn club. They not doing shit for their kids. Kids eat bologna sandwiches and noodles every goddamn night.
Thank you.
Their nails done, their hair done, all that. So you gotta think about the women at the same damn time. Guys can be out there.
There you go, Joe.
But you know what? Again, I'm not gonna let the man sit here and get away with the fact that you men. We can't have kids without the men. And a lot of the men out here that's doing this is, like y'all say, Pookies and Ray Rays. But again, y'all sit here and throw all of this shade and all of this blame on the woman for having a baby, but you don't even want to shed light on the fact that you didn't even have dick discipline.
Okay, but guess what? The thing is, at the end of the day, that lady gotta still open her legs. That lady still gotta have discipline to open her legs.
All right, hold up, real quick. Pause, y'all. Pause. Hold on. I want to hear from Jane. I want to hear from Jane, and then Lee, we're gonna go to you. I know, no, Jane, you can ad lib, and I want to hear your thoughts.
I don't even want to talk. I mean, I don't even want to talk because I just want to keep on listening. But okay, fine. Des, I understand Dez's point, but because y'all. My son's dad, he's not in my child's life like that for real. So I understand what Des, I understand you 100%. However, on my behalf, like, why would you sleep with a man that got, if you know a man got 11,000 kids with all these damn I'm not finna sign up for that. Like there's NBA. Hold on there. Hold on there. Hold on, Dan. Hold on. Hold on.
Hold up,
Hold on,
Des,
Dan.
hold up.
Hold on. Let's take Nick Cannon, and these are celebrities. The only reason why I'm referencing celebrities is because this is majority who we equally know, right? Y'all don't know the people. Y'all don't know my neighbor.
And that's the problem. We keep lining ourselves up with celebrities. That shit. We talking about
No,
reality.
JP, that went totally over your head. That went totally over your head. I'm only using Nick Cannon so that everybody knows the point I'm trying to make. There are women out here that literally set
Nick Cannon
themselves
is a
up.
pookie.
Huh?
I said Nick Cannon
Nick
is a
Cannon?
pookie. But go ahead.
Okay, right. So yeah, but you do have women that deliberately sleep with men, much like all the baby mamas Nick Cannon have, and all these other men. Just like Dad said, whoever the guy she talking about went viral. Why would you sleep? Why would you include yourself in that bullshit? If you already knew the man is no good, he got kids here and there. Why would you say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be baby mama number 19," and then you gonna complain of that he's not in your kid life? He can't be in the kid life. He's being straight 19 different ways. He can't show up.
Comment right here, Nick. Go back to that last comment. We don't care what.
Which one?
The last one.
It's not about agreeing. Whoever that was that comment.
Bullshit. Like
is this one, Dad?
It's not niggas who following that shit. Though.
Hold up.
Right. No, it was from Anita, but it was another.
That's celebrity shit, man. They put it in our face to feel like we should follow. You know, niggas following that bullshit. And anybody who
it doesn't matter that he's a celebrity. I only use that because that's the common man that we all know. It still happens in the community, JP. It still fucking happens in the community.
But
yeah, real talk.
What are you talking about? You don't. Oh my God.
She just using that to represent the percentage of men who do that.
But really, we can't use that. We not celebrities. That's a total.
No, she's talking about behavior. Behavior. It's behavior.
We're not adding that in as behavior because you always talk about. You want to talk about stats, and the reality, the celebrity life is not nothing compared to what we have and the lifestyle that we live.
All right, fine. Okay, fine.
Whatever. Hold on.
We're not even talking about celebrity life.
It's still the same.
Hold up, y'all, everybody. Hold up, pause, Joe.
I tell you, homegirl, fuck the celebrity shit. It's still like she was saying. That girl.
That's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with it.
All right, everybody, pause for a second.
She already knows it's the deadbeat. I heard you got 5 baby daddies. 5 baby mamas. Oh, let me get some of that good dick. But they want to complain about motherfucking niggas not taking care of their kids.
All right, Joe. Okay, everybody, real quick. Housekeeping. Just want to listen. Let me just say this, guys. The audience, they can't hear us when we all talking over each other. So when one person talking, it'd be best that you mute. Or if you want something to say, just wait until that person is finished.
Raise our hand like we in school because you do.
I mean, there is a feature on here where you can raise the hand, but we ain't got to do all that. I just hope people can practice a little decorum. So we're gonna say, I'm gonna let Lee go because I think Lee has some. You want to direct what you about to say to Des, Lee? Now I'll let y'all interact for a second.
Not really. Oh. What's up, y'all?
Okay. So just go ahead, state your piece, Lee.
Nah, you know what it is though. I think I'm listening, and everybody's right on this one. But at the same time, I never do that. But
you said Joe's right.
Well, I don't know about him.
Oh, I'm not right. I'm probably the most right motherfucker on this bitch.
Well, no, right, go ahead, I actually agree with everybody got good points. This is a sore subject for all of us. Most of us got some real trauma in this subject. Like, most of us, my father left when I was 5 years old, and I was trying to fend for myself. And you still, even as an adult, you still find yourself still doing it for the most part, because it's like you don't, certain things you should have been taught, you're finding out as you live in life, and it's not the time to learn this stuff. You gotta learn it when you're younger so you can avoid the pitfalls of life, and that's what's prevalent in the Black community, man. We're figuring stuff out at 40. We should have knew 18. And that's our biggest problem. So if you want to know why we're not growing as much or as fast, we're learning stuff as adults. We should have known that as children.
right,
or teenagers, and you can't learn on the fly. You know. I mean, you can, but if you want to get into a race and have an equal advantage, then we need to have fathers. Period. We just need to. Right now, they're saying, okay, hey, you're in the race, but everybody's got 3 laps over you. How you gonna catch up? And that's where we are as a people. We don't understand that. At least we don't act like we do. But we're behind. We're so far behind. Right now, black boys are reading at a 3rd grade level. That's what it is.
Right, and black folks, we are like the one race, or I would say not the one race, but the top race that fights against each other instead of for each other. And
Right.
and that's the problem. So we could talk about baby daddies and baby mamas and all that stuff, but
Right.
when we have to come together as a community to bypass all these situations and bypass all these obstacles, because we already started from behind. Like just like Arabics and all these people, they come here from another country, ain't got to pay, taxes and all that stuff. And guess what? They get a gas station. 7 years later, it's a new owner to that. See, they're working with each other. Mexicans, they living together. Shit, we can all be in one little trailer, 12 of us, but they all work to make sure everybody doing their thing. Black folks, nigga, I got ops. Oh, I got this whole ass baby daddy. I got this whole ass baby mama. Oh, nigga, I'm making more money than you. More worried about talking about sports and fucking video games than talking about how motherfucking much they doing for their kids. Now, I don't suggest everybody to post everything about what they doing with their kids on Facebook, because there is creeps out here. There is hoe ass niggas out here. But at the end of the day, as a black man, I took care of 4 kids for 10 years. That wasn't mine. Mixed kids. And because of the love, you know what I'm saying? But everybody don't live like that. A lot of people live in different situations and different parameters that you can't even explain. Go ahead.
Can I?
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna let you. Hey, Dez, I'm gonna let you. No, I'm gonna let Dez. I'm gonna let you close this out, and I'm gonna move on to the next point, because I think this is getting a little.
Do you
Okay,
see
but
what
go
you
ahead.
just did? Do you see what you just did?
What I do?
I want to point something out. Do you see what you just did?
She put me on the spot.
Now, this
What I
man
do?
right here, my man with the Saudi Arabia, okay? My man literally just said he took care of 4 kids that was not his, and you slapped this man for it. This is why we can't get along in our community in the beginning.
Listen, I'm sorry. I would never advocate. For a man to do what Joe did. I'm sorry. I'm not for that.
Everybody can't beat me though.
There is an indirect nature when
more
it
power
comes
to you, brother.
Men are very competitive by nature, and we know that to be factual.
Do you hear this fanciful, crazy idea that Dez is espousing right now? That we just go out there and just adopt children?
We're talking about the absence. We're talking about the absence of fathers in our kids' lives. We need to have them there. Is the argument? We need them there.
According to the CDC, black men are the most involved fathers.
Hold on. This man,
black men are the most involved fathers.
He took care of 4 kids that was not his. That's what a man's supposed to do.
No, hell no. First of all, you as a woman are going to define what a man is supposed to do, first and foremost.
You sat there and made a face like at him.
Hell yeah. I would never encourage anybody to do that.
That wasn't his. So
hell
again,
yeah.
If we have to help our children and we have to help our community,
gosh.
and our kids need fathers.
You hear that? You hear that, fellas?
This is what you want to see.
Hold on, Brad. I'm going on with you. I'm not cutting you off. But Neil, stop trying to cut her off on that side shit, talking shit, because guess what? Hold on, Dad. Let me finish. On that side shit, I didn't take care of those kids because I felt like I needed to. Nigga, I was there, and that's
never said that.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, yeah, you don't just volunteer to go take care of.
Right, you know what I'm saying? it didn't take me to say that I needed something out the situation. I did that because some kids needed me, and that's the same energy. And that's the same energy that black man need to do with their kids. Period.
I'm sorry. No, that's a huge.
Hold on. Y'all ain't even heard my whole point. Y'all ain't even heard my whole
All right,
point.
land the plane, Joe.
There
Land the
is
plane,
people
brother.
out here that can't have kids. So there's people that want to be parents. There is. So there is going to be the obstacle of trying to adopt kids and take
That's
kids
fine.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to just stand up for what you believe in and stand up for your community.
Oh, most men want to be dads, but yet this
To
man
their own children, Des, to their own children.
But
Des.
he didn't have any. What the difference is, he didn't have kids of his own that he neglected yet, right?
Right. Thank you. That's what I was regarding.
I did that at 22 years old. I did that to 22 to 32.
What I'm saying is we need men for our children. The fact that this man took care of kids that was not his, that's noble. I'm giving him credit for that because as a man, he didn't have to do it, but he did. But you and Lee looked at that man like he was crazy because
you damn
he was
right.
taking care of somebody else's
You
children.
damn right.
Yet you're contradicting
That's
yourself.
crazy as hell.
Sitting here talking about, oh well,
that is fucked up, Bill.
Kids' lives.
Hey, look, let me tell you right now. Let me tell you right now. Let me say something. If I met hold up. Let me say something. If I met a young, vibrant, educated, well-to-do black man on his way to college to pursue a life. Let me finish. If I met a young, well-to-do black man on his way to pursuing a life of success, do you think in what universe would I encourage him to take on a mother with 4 kids? Why would I do that?
Well, guess what? That's just why motherfucker. Hold on. Neil,
would you tell your son to do that, Dad?
First of all, it's not your place to do that.
Hold on.
I wouldn't say anything. I said power to you. Not my thing.
Hold on, Des. Hold on. That's you, Neil. Just like motherfuckers got to work at McDonald's and flip them fries, so motherfuckers got to go through that drive.
No power to you.
Hold on. Time out, nigga. Let me finish. And guess what? You ain't got to be that nigga. But there's got to be somebody out there because it's not those kids' fault.
It's going to be you.
At that point in time, I didn't motherfucking choose it. God put me here. And I believe in the holy God. I believe in it.
Look at how you as a man are acting.
All right, let me let Lee go. Now I really want to go to the next topic. Go ahead, Lee.
I'll make it a little. I saw it differently than what Desi was saying. The reason why I shook my head is really 2 things. For one, listen, bro. You took care of somebody else's children. More power to you, boss. I can't do it.
Right.
I don't have that ability, but I'm not going to shit on you for doing it. All right, that's the first thing. So, as a man, I congratulate you on that. But here's the problem with this. It's 2 things. One, being a stepfather is a thankless job.
Thankless as hell.
It really is. It's one of the worst jobs in the world you can have because no one's going to. There's no award right now. If one of those kids got drafted to the NBA, I doubt if I see you on that stage.
So
Thank you, Mama.
Hold on. We gonna just go like this, toe to toe. You know what? You said it's a thankless job. No, hold on. Time out. Pause. See, I gotta correct you right there, Lee. It's not a thankless job because to see them kids succeed and grow up to be better, that's what I was there for, and that's what God put me there for.
Okay.
It's
Are you
not
still there?
thankless.
That's fine.
What I'm saying is because I was there.
Traditionally,
and it don't matter if I'm not on the stage if they make it to the NBA. I don't give a fuck. I helped them get there.
Hey guys, I gotta log out for a second, but I'm gonna log right back in. I gotta be a parent.
Yeah. Just log back in.
But here's the other part of the situation that I think nobody's really thinking of as well is you also let those other people's fathers off the hook.
Yeah, right.
And I'll give you I have a younger brother. He's 2 years younger than me. And he wound up getting his baby mom pregnant. And she had 2 other kids by 2 different men. Do you know when they broke up and things of that nature, she was damn near trying to take child support for all 3 of her kids. And only one of them is his.
I mean, I can hear why you would say that, but guess what? I didn't let them off the hook. Fuck him.
No, you don't get it. You don't get it.
No, I do get it because no. For me to this is what you don't get. For a nigga like me, being 22, taking care of kids for 4 years, it's not mine. That's what you don't get. It's because I didn't do it for them. Fuck them, letting them off the hook. Now those kids got a better way to live life and do better for themselves. It ain't about letting that nigga off the hook. Fuck him. And now if they want to join back in their life, if they want to get back with their father later on,
that's fine. And I'm not trying to say you're wrong.
22 years old, at 22 years old, man, you got a long life ahead.
Whole life in front of them.
But now, it's the things, but identity
it's
too.
It's commendable to do that. But for a young man who does not have kids yet, a young man who's probably hasn't seen life as much as
watch your mouth, Neil. That ain't fucking retarded.
In my perspective, nobody's talking about your situation, so don't take it personally.
I said talking about right now.
No, okay, well, take it off of you, Joe. I'm talking about in general. That is a L. Big L.
It's not an L. How is it an L if the kid succeeds?
Because your resources are taken to split up 6 different ways.
Guess what? Okay, now guess what? Say if I got 4 or 5 kids that are mine, right? And then guess what? And I do everything that I can for
them. Those are your kids.
But do better. At 22 years old, that young man has not tapped into a quarter of the amount.
See, that's the difference because I don't know me. At 22 years old, I lost 17 of my immediate family. And I went through the Peace Neighborhood Center and all these people that looked out for me and all these opportunities to do this. So, and psychologically, back in my brain, I didn't do it because I wanted something. I did it because that's the way.
Psychologically,
but that gave me my purpose.
So let me tell you this. So let's take it off of you. Let's just say any young man that lost 17 family members, his mama, his daddy, whatever family members at the tender age of 22 years old. But when you find a woman with 4 kids, you are now you are attaching yourself to a nurturing mother in love.
And at 22, as a man, you don't even know yourself.
Years old, that you should not be pinning yourself to a lover looking for that. You put yourself in that because that is something that you have a 22-year-old man would inspire would yearn to have. Because it's no way.
But that's not see that. No, I gotta disagree with you, JP. Hold on.
Let him finish, Joe, and then you can jump in.
And that's the thing.
I gotta touch on you. At 22 years old, I had a mind of a 40-year-old, bro. And on some real 100 shit, I'm happy that I did that. And it expelled me into who the fuck I am. I have no regrets. All over again. If they hit the rewind button, like Click with Adam Sandler, I would hit the rewind button and do it all fucking over again. And I would not hesitate. I would not hesitate.
I mean, that's what you feel your purpose was.
It's nothing wrong for what you did. Nobody's saying that you're wrong for that. But it's also like, again, for things that you go through as an adult. Neil says that anything that we go through, don't we look back? No matter, it's certain things that we would do the same thing over and over again because it molded us to be who we are today. But knowing that you have somebody behind you that you can stop them from going through what you did, and knowing that route, to see them go through an easier route in a way that could breeze through the way that you would advise them to do it different. You wouldn't say, hey man, you 22 years old, you love that woman, she got 4 kids. Yeah, man, that's you. You would look at yourself and say, I wouldn't change myself, but if I'm honest with you, there's some money left on the table.
Right.
There's some money left
on the table. And then let's not.
I love the kids more than I love the fucking woman, and I still do that shit.
But let's also look at it like this, because it would be easier to take care of a child that's not yours. So the fact that you would be willing as a man to even, and it's not even like you raising a child, but that's what you call a mentor. You can mentor a little boy that's not yours, and he can look at you as a father-like figure. But see,
that's a gift and a curse,
niggas
though.
is always rushing to have all these motherfucking kids. We got all of these kids running around, and don't no motherfucking nigga want to help take care of them. But you want to blame every motherfucking woman for having them.
But that's a
cam up, Des. Why you not camming up?
She right.
Cause I'm in
Okay, good lord. Okay, guys. I think this is a perfect.
All right,
I
go
think
ahead. Raise
this is
the
a
subject.
perfect time to segue to the next topic. We're gonna put a pin in that last discussion. Got pretty
Pin in
pretty
your ass.
contentious there, but I think we all raised some pretty
Man,
good
that's your
points.
mic repeating like that.
That's not me. Everybody mute up. All right, there we go. See, told you, it ain't me.
I was already muted.
Oh, she on
All
the
right.
Bluetooth. That's why.
Okay, here we go. Make sure y'all can see this. All right, here we go. Make sure this is the right timestamp. Can y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pull this back. I think this is gonna be a really good segue. All right, here we go.
Delivery. You standing, there's no denying that you're standing for and by your people.
Well, here's the thing. When you're addressing evil, you can't worry about the delivery. When you're looking at the conditions of our community, you can't worry about the evil when you got kids that kill kids and say we smoking on Tuka. See, they wasn't worried about the delivery when these kids in Chicago were talking about smoking on Tuka. They weren't worried about the delivery. I ain't got no manners for no slut. I'm gonna put my thumb in a butt. The delivery? I like girls kissing girls where I'm from. That's on the radio. Girls on girls. That's promoting lesbianism to my daughter as we driving to school. This song they playing with Drake. Y'all worried about the delivery? These niggas talking about killing each other. They really, that nigga Thug said, nigga, I shot at your mama. You don't mention me no more. He really shot that nigga mama. And y'all worried about my delivery? These niggas are confessing to murders on songs. And y'all worried about my delivery? The conditions of black sucking them talking about booty hole. Y'all worried about my delivery? Come on, don't be hypocrites, black people. Y'all can't listen to this music if y'all so caught up in my delivery. Don't do me like that. And the way y'all snap and pop y'all pussy to this music, the way y'all kill and drill to this music, don't trip about my delivery. Hey, yo, Easy, why you wear your pants like that? I wear my pants like that because that's easy access, baby. Easy, why you talk like that? I talk like that to get my point across.
All right. So that was that. Let me pull up the question here. Let me just pull this down one sec. All right, so here is the question. Can y'all see that? Okay, so does delivery really matter when addressing evil?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, wait.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay,
yes.
go ahead, Dez, if you insist.
Nah, I'm answering your question. Yes, it definitely does. Y'all worried about my motherfucking delivery when these niggas ain't doing right, and you worried about me screaming Andre Rose over there talking shit? But how many kids you over there helping? Huh? How many kids is y'all out here helping? Y'all the most contradictingest motherfuckers I know.
Oh.
Talk all this shit about what these kids need, but y'all ain't supplying these motherfuckers with what they need. Oh,
I gotta ask you a question. Who is y'all?
Wait. Let her finish, Joe.
To be there, and they not there. They not there. The average man, if he's not in his child's life, the average man is because he don't want to be there. Now, yeah, there are some men that will go above and beyond, but that is a small percentage of men that go above and fucking beyond. It's based off your statistics. Because it's a small variety of men having kids anyway. So how is you distributing that? When it's a small amount of men even having sex.
You never been
having kids.
You never been in like Pop Warner football practice? Who you think coaching these kids?
Hey, I see one coach, maybe two. That's not the majority of men doing shit.
She just answered your question. She ain't been there.
Okay. Des, you finish with your point?
I see fathers, but you know what I see? I don't really a lot of the time see younger fathers. I see older ones, mature ones, coaches and stuff. Now you got a few youngins, but again, we talking about a small community because a football team.
I got you, Andre.
A football team Ain't a wide variety. That's the few kids on that motherfucking playing field. When you go to a game, that is a small amount of children. That is a small amount of kids. With the amount of babies that y'all talking about, all of these women is having, all of them kids is not out there on no motherfucking field. And them is boys. Them is boys.
Yeah, right, because they having all of them.
Wait, Joe, we're gonna go in order. We're gonna go in order. We're gonna go in order, Joe.
To they boys, then they even do the girls. Y'all talking about football. You talking about a small variety of boys. What about the girls?
Okay, what about the girls? You gotta think about that. What about the girls having all these goddamn kids with all these damn different daddies? And guess what?
We talking about the babies. We talking about the babies.
I know. I said babies is in a general subset. What about these kids that's 12 or 13-year-olds and got to stay at home with their goddamn kids so their mama can go party? Let's talk about that.
Okay, so while they mother out partying, where the fuck is the father?
Hey,
y'all don't gotta answer. You know where the mother at though. You know she at the party. You keep enough tabs to know where the mother is, but you don't know where the father at.
So long as the kid is living in squalor, he or she is okay.
But how you know where the mother at? If you minding your business and you taking care of your responsibility, how do you know where the fuck the mother at?
Okay, well, the fuck where the mother at, but guess what? If the motherfucker mother knows, hold on, Dan. If the mother knows that the daddy ain't
stop yelling, y'all.
That's the bullshit.
I'm about to mute y'all.
If the mother knows the daddy's not in their kid's life, she gotta be the daddy.
Joe, let her finish, man. Please, y'all can't be talking over each other. No, I'm saying, bro, it messes up the quality of the show, bro.
What the woman doing? You know she going to get her nails done. You watching her pockets, but you ain't watching them kids. You know every goddamn thing about the mother, but you don't know what's going on with the kids. You can stalk the mother to know where she at. Oh, you know when she got a new nigga. You know when she pregnant, but you don't know nothing about the kids. You didn't try to go up to the school to see if I could just have lunch with my child. You didn't try to take that kid to the motherfucking park and or get your homeboy to talk to your girl. Whatever the fuck you gotta do. Y'all don't want to do that. Because it's too hard.
Hold on, but that makes it okay.
Girls is making it too hard for y'all. Get the fuck out of here.
But the mother is doing the
All right,
same
go ahead. Okay, Des, let Joe,
and
then Lee, I'll let you go because he's just jumping out of his seat.
It's Lee turn.
I'm about to get my popcorn.
Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my hands up.
I know, Joe, but damn,
I'm about to get my popcorn ready, man. Like this.
Go ahead, Lee. It's on you, man.
I understand why she's so passionate, but it's a lot of holes in her argument. And the first thing is this: now I know she hates stats, but we gotta acknowledge the reason why she feels the way she feels. Is 16% of men are making 70% of the children out of wedlock. So no matter how we slice it, that number will never be that number is too big a gap to try to do one-on-ones and things of that nature. It's just the truth. That our women have 70% of our women are having children with 16% of the dudes. I'm sorry, that's just the reality of it. Now, what I was trying to say earlier about like Pop Warner football, after school sports, and things of that nature, that's kind of how we do it in our community. You rely on the men to try to discipline, their boys through sports. You can't discipline them other way, and you try to teach them to be disciplined, that kind of thing through sports, things that we have a mutual interest in. Now,
Neil, all them kids ain't in sports.
I hear you, but listen to this though. There's more than one in sports. There's more than 1,000 in sports.
But it's only a few in particular areas. Talk about it as a whole.
Okay, but listen.
Football fields are everywhere.
But look, let's all right. So Lee, try to incorporate, because I didn't want to go back to this because it seemed like we kind of had a stalemate with that. Try to incorporate what you're saying to the question on the screen, as far as and the pursuit of telling the truth. Yeah, go ahead if you can do that.
So we're talking about delivery, right? Now, if my this is the all right. Put it this way. I'll take it back to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Who do you think got their message across stronger? Martin Luther King, who was a lot softer preacher, or Malcolm X, who just straight up told you to your face what it was?
Soft as Martin.
You think he came across better?
Yeah.
His delivery?
Yes.
Because I think Malcolm had much better results. Because
the problem, which you're correct, because Malcolm's own was direct and it's the truth.
Right.
The problem is the world does not like hearing the truth at a certain tone because the truth hurts.
Yep.
Right. You're absolutely
right. So with the argument of handling things with kitten gloves, we shouldn't always put that towards the way that we handle women, because Martin handled a lot of issues with kitten gloves to appease, to talking to the white folks to get what he want out of them. Malcolm was like, hey, at the end of the day, I'm going to spit the truth and the real, because the real cuts people immediately. We're not even stating the fact on later in the interview, and mostly the biggest part of Charleston's reasoning for this is he said, fuck my delivery, because you want me to be honest with you, our black community is fucked up. And everything that you're saying and everything that is Des saying, it is because of the black community is fucked up. Look at the panel. We're the only race of people that will get on a panel and talk about what we can do to be able to get better. And it's not a thing that was passed on for generations. Right. The table, because white folks don't get on a panel and openly speak about their own culture, the way that they can build together out loud. They keep it within amongst self. Because at the end of the day, cows and eavesdroppers are the easier way to infiltrate your system. And that's why they try to keep us entertained, so that we don't do the same thing, or they're afraid that we will infiltrate the way that they are talking amongst themselves to keep us down, or not even keep us down per se, but how they can continue to elevate. So they put entertainment, celebrities, the Nick Cannons that you're talking about. We can say that we can use that as an example. What I was saying is, I'm not discrediting what you're saying, Jane, but what I'm saying is that is our issue, because we have to use celebrities as the focal point of the model of what not to do or how to do something. They don't do that with each other, because from birth, from generation to generation, they build that within Monk's house. And then they say that they look out for each other.
It's modeled in the home.
They look out for each other. They don't look out for each other of that. They just give each other things. They build relationships with each other. So if they ever need each other, when it comes to war, when it comes to stepping up, to being able to keep others out, they come together. Then we are fighting and arguing for us to be together always, and not just for when we need to come together to be strong enough to defeat a huge situation. That is our downfall.
I just think that we're look, I always had a point of contention with this whole mollycoddling approach. I don't think it gets any results. I don't think it solves anything. If anything, I think it just pushes the needle further, pushes the goalpost further. Listen, man, I always say this. I always tell, and family members, friends, anybody when I'm talking to, I would prefer someone break my ribs to prevent me from jumping off the cliff to kill myself. Mm-hmm. I would rather you hurt me to prevent me from ending my own life. Tell me that uncomfortable truth, that unvarnished truth that's going to wake me up and cause that shock.
You don't want to hear the truth. Just be honest.
No. And let me finish up.
And this is the thing. I'm going to defend Neil on this one. Because one thing that Neil always says about me, boy, you cold-blooded. You are cold-blooded. What I can say is, you may think that Neil doesn't. He is one that wants to hear the truth, because I am one that will put truth in Neil's face and hold Neil accountable every single time. Does he like it at that point in time? No. But we don't even go back and forth. We don't even go back and forth to a spot where we never stop. We stop talking.
Right.
He's real enough to say, now, does he want to change? That's up to him.
because again, the things that I tell him is truthful, but it has to be what he wants to do to change it. But does he feel a type of way that he's like, damn, that's fucked up, and he takes it out of me and stop talking to me? No, he continues to talk to me. So it shows that he does hold accountability. It just shows maybe he just don't want to change at that point in time, but he doesn't mind.
I haven't been convinced. Persuaded.
Yeah, but he doesn't mind
taking accountability because it's coming out of you. But he only taking accountability because it's coming out of your mouth. If I said the same exact thing you said, just at a different time, I guarantee you he would disagree.
Des, I've been taking the heat from you too.
Tooth and fucking nail.
Jane called me a pookie the other last live.
Majority of the time, me and you have completely different views. I can literally sit here and say the same thing JP said, maybe just a little bit different, and you gonna sit here and look at me the way Lee did.
What you mean? I mean, it's true. I'm generally receptive to anything opposing my perspective. I'm receptive to it. I'm willing to listen. Now, will I incorporate that or integrate that into the way my perspective is and how I view the world? Perhaps, maybe not, because if it contravenes what I believe and what I know and what I have studied and what I've researched and what I understand, then I'm not going to incorporate it into my understanding. But will I hear you out? Yeah, I think everybody deserves to be heard out. But I think me personally, again, I am against the mollycoddling approach because I think all of this shit needs to be filtered out. Some people, look, an opinion is exactly what an opinion is. Everyone has an asshole, just like everyone has an opinion. But sometimes some opinions don't need to be validated all the time. I'm sorry. I think we've done so much of that for so goddamn long.
That's what social media, that is what social media has done to us. It has given millions of people the opportunity to share their opinion whenever they want, as much as they want, whenever they want, no matter. And the thing about it is, behind a keyboard and behind a phone, you can feel and say anything that you want to say, because what is someone gonna do? You can be anybody that you want to be online. You can do anything that you want to do. Now, is it real? No, but you can do whatever that you want, say whatever, because all you're doing is barking back and forth with each other. Nobody is in each other's face. So the thing about it is different. Like, so again, when it comes to opinion, that's what hurts. That's what hurts the mind of our community right now, because we put so much on social media to see. And people keep saying, don't judge me, don't judge. But what is human nature gonna do when you give everybody so much of you?
Thank you.
You can't stop millions of people from judging you.
You will be judged.
Everybody judge, but that's judging is always using a negative connotation.
Yeah, it is. Judging, it's called constructive criticism in some instances.
Spot people in the right categories,
and
that's not wrong. Stereotype is not wrong. We complain about how white people stereotype us, but we are ones that will go and stereotype our own. And stereotyping is true. If you see 5 dudes in a Honda Civic or Impala riding around the streets in a neighborhood in the hood, what's the first thing them black guys gonna look at anybody in the hood, be like, hey man, what they got going on? So when you ride like that in an Impala in a white neighborhood, or you're riding around late in a white neighborhood, it's prone for them to look the same way. But we mad that they look at it like that. Oh, they racist. But you will look at it the same way. You'll be on your
right. You coming down that sidewalk, you see 3 niggas in the hood. Oh, look.
Across the street.
3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah, I'm crossing, and I may be armed or whatever the case may be, but I'm still crossing.
A white woman clutches her purse.
I don't want them kind of problems.
But a black woman, she don't feel like she can loosely walk around with her purse unclenched in a certain neighborhood either.
Yeah.
Right. So can I throw one more thing on that though? That I think we're not talking about being direct. Right now, from my own family perspective, because people weren't direct back in the 70s, man, that's starting to bleed out.
Soy boys.
Yeah, man. Like my family, when they have a family reunion like next year, and nobody want to do nothing about it, like because people still at each other's odds about stuff that happened at 85. Like, are you serious? They never ironed this stuff out because nobody wants to be direct because of delivery and things of that nature. And
thank you.
You know, that to me, you know, for whatever reason, black folks harbor so much anger towards each other, especially family members, man. It's almost like we hurt each other just to say so that the way we don't feel hurt or something like that. It's crazy. But a lot of this stuff that's going on now is residual effect from what our parents did or didn't do. And they're carrying stuff. Like, you know, my mother told me, you know, when her father died, my grandfather, she, you know, had a conversation with him. Even my father died last year. None of y'all knew that. But we had a couple conversations before he passed away. And, you know, he was like, you know, hey, man, you know, I'm sorry I wasn't there, that kind of thing. And I straight up told him, and I'm being honest with you when I say this, I said, Pop, look, you ain't got to apologize. I get it. And he said, what do you mean? I said, look, I said, Pop, and I'm being honest when I said this. I said, Pop, look, I get it that, I said, look, you're lazy. And he just kind of like looked at me. I said, Pop, you're lazy. You took the easy route out because it was more convenient for you. And then you had plenty of opportunities you ain't got to come back home, but you at least got to take care of your children. Right. You didn't want to do that because when he tried to come back, it was contingency, I'll be a better father if you let me back in the house. Talking about my mom. And my mom was like, man, this roll. You can be a better father. You don't need me to do that. Regardless. He chose that route, but the residual effect is that his father wasn't there for him neither. So he didn't stop the bleeding. Yep. You get what I'm saying? So
he didn't break the cycle.
Right, he didn't break the cycle. So our delivery, you know, it's almost like pastors, right? Pastors they used to not care about the delivery back in the day. If they hurt your feelings, they hurt your feelings. That was the church is designed to hurt your feelings, to break you down and build you back up. But what happened? There's so money in it. So now, look at all these pandering preachers, the T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollars, all them dudes making billions of dollars, printing money, private jets, all because they understand, hey, if I pander to these people, I'll get paid. Yep. Forget the old school, you know, fire brimstone type speeches that got people on your grind. Nah, just pander to them. Tell them what they need to hear, make them feel good. They'll come back next week to bring somebody else, and that's more money in my pocket. That's where we're at in the black community. The way the black church is now is a mirror of what the black community is.
Yeah, so men are abandoning them. Men are abandoning churches and groves.
That's right. Because they allowed the nonsense to come in. I remember, and I'll be quick with this. My uncle is a minister.
Hey y'all, not to cut you off, Lee, real quick. I gotta step out. I gotta go get some shit for my son. But y'all have a good one. I'm gonna keep watching the rest of the podcast, but I gotta jump out.
Appreciate you, Joe. Thanks for coming, brother.
But real quick, I remember this. This is like 1994. I was like 16 or whatever. And one of the young girls, my age group, got pregnant. And she wanted to have a christening. And everybody, you know, not everybody, but my uncle's a minister. He was like, nah, we're not doing that. We don't want to promote that. Do you know how many women sat there and called him everything in the book? How dare you? You ain't God. So he did it. He fell under the pressure. And he should have kept to his rules, to his laws. Because now that's all you see. Nowadays, that's all you see. So they let a few people dictate things based on how they felt. And now that's all you see is young girls, single moms in the church.
Yeah, feels over reals. So now we just pander to people's feelings. As long as, you know, let's wrap the truth up in a little pretty little box and tie a little bow around it and hand it to them in a nice, soft, you know, mollycoddling way. So long as they get it, even though it's not the full truth, it's some contextual truth in there. I say screw that. Screw that. It's not. It's absolutely not. And I'm not willing to run this experiment for another 40 years of us just biting our tongues and sweeping shit under the rug. I think we need to be brutal.
All you doing is talking about it. What are you going to do to change it?
Hold on, Des. Jane want to talk. Hold on.
Yeah, Jay, what's up, Jay?
Hold on, yeah.
What's up? What's up, Lee? What's up, Lee? So, okay. In order for us to, so as men, at what point are we gonna bridge the gap? Like, what point are you gonna fill in where we lack? Like, y'all like completely attacked the guy that just left for basically being a stepfather, or not even a stepfather, but like Dad said, a mentor. Like, okay, but then you got white people that are willing to adopt our Black children because they see the need that they're missing family. It's not so much, okay, where are the family, but they're more so, okay, they don't have a family, let me give them one. You know, it does. Black men need to do better with representation. What we lack in the community is what y'all should acknowledge where we're lacking and fill the space. Like, I understand that these children are not your biological children, but just like that, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter of whether or not the kids grow up to be a doctor or a daggone football player or a basketball player, that it deems you to be successful, of you standing up and giving them a mentor. The fact that they're still alive at the age of 21, 27, 35, 40, you had a contribution to that child's life that got them to the next stages of their life. That is a pro in the Black community, pros and cons. That is a bonus in the Black community. That child can grow up and say, I remember so-and-so, he wasn't my dad, but he was there. Now with Lee, what Lee was speaking on his father, okay, I don't remember exactly what you said, but it sounded like you said your dad left the home. You deserve to have another man step in, to be honest. You just because your dad didn't want to be there or he had to leave or whatever the case was, you deserved another guy to step up and say, okay, he doesn't want to do it, let me step in. At the end of the day, when we become grown, we realize family is not just by blood. Family is by the people that that contributed to your life. So we can't keep talking about like, oh, we want to do better, and we what are Black people gonna do? When I'm more so the solution. What are we going to do about the issues at hand? The bottom line is, yes, we do have men going all slanging their penises everywhere, getting all these kids. We got women opening up their legs, welcoming the penis to have the kids. Both parties are out of control. But at the end of the day, we can't shove these kids back up that vagina. The kids are here. So what's going to build a better future is community. We can't talk about community and being kings and we're the Black men and we gonna march and all of that. But we got, just like Dad said, but half of the community don't even know what a father looks like. So what? So wait a second. So what? That the blood is not so what? That's not your blood. But in order to fix what's going on, somebody got to step up to the plate. Somebody does. And to answer the question about the delivery, yes, it's sad that guys can yell at the TV for sports. Y'all can hoo-ha all over sports, and everybody is. And then women, whatever women do, I don't know what we do when we yell, but whatever we be doing when we yell, having fun, the partying or whatever, it's all fun to have a level of a high voice and be all passionate. But but when we talk about real issues, just like JP said, people don't want to hear the truth, and it cuts. And when it's loud, nobody wants to listen when the truth is presented, and on top of that, it's loud. But I'm about the solution, y'all. We got to do better. That's all I want to say.
In their defense, they didn't attack him. Neil laughed.
Y'all totally did to a certain level. All of y'all did. All of y'all basically called him a clown. All of y'all did. JP, don't do that. Y'all basically called him a clown.
See, that's the difference. We're not gonna talk about tone, but words matter. when
Right.
they didn't attack him. Neil laughed and said no, but
You don't have to explain the world. Everybody saw what happened. The point is, y'all didn't accept his mindset. Y'all didn't accept what he did.
Hold on.
Y'all didn't give him credit. Y'all look down. Y'all belittle. Whatever the hell you want to say.
I let you talk. You said excuse me and all, and I stopped. So I said excuse me. Hold on. All right. So he didn't attack him. Lee, all he did was smile, shake his head. He never said anything. Neil, the one that said, hold on. Hey,
you just listening to respond. Did you even hear what I said? You didn't even hear what I said.
Again, are you listening or are you ready to respond?
You wasn't even listening to me, so you listened to respond. You were so quick. You were so quick to have a rebuttal.
Bruh, listen. Stop. Listen.
Y'all ain't gonna go and get into it again, all right, are y'all?
You want to talk? Hey, I want to talk. I let you talk. Now let's listen.
No, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
See again. Wait.
You gotta let him respond, Jane. He might have a different perspective.
This is the thing. Lee just laughed about it. The problem is nobody's saying that he's not commendable for doing what he did. The thing about it, you ask, how do you bridge the gap? Bridging the gap is men stepping forward and telling what's behind them, what they can do different.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I said it earlier to him, if you were 22 years old and you did that, and you are 32, 33 years old now, when you look back on your life, you are proud at what you did. But the thing about it is, if you can do things differently, you say you won't, but you in your mind, you do see the 22-year-olds that come and you say, listen, young blood, if I can do it all over again, I would do it this way. Because all we're saying is, when we can look at young men, don't leave money on the table.
Yes, sir.
And had a lot of youth that he could have 4 kids.
That's a lot of time.
And resources.
At the age of 22 years old. And then you're gonna tell him it's nothing about if the child becomes a doctor, if a child becomes an NBA player, it doesn't matter. What the hell are you talking about? It does matter. If that man is spending his life molding and structuring that child, it does matter, because at the end of the
Outcomes.
day, if it fails, everybody looks at him and say, well, there was a man in the house. What happened?
Right. That's right.
If he
There you go.
succeeds, the mother is still viewed as a single woman, proud, strong, and she gets the applause. And that's just real. Even a man that is in the house with his child 100%, and he builds that little boy to be an NBA player, they still will choose to either always interview the and and the love and the bond that they have, or don't even
build it down as a father.
Family at all. Cam Newton had a mother and a father. How did they view Cam Newton's father? As a cheating, lying, and a scammer to the NCAA. Because why? He drove his son to say, if they are going to model you for money, we are going to take every dollar that they're giving you, and we ain't giving you for free. Alabama wants you because when Cam Newton made his mistake and stole and got kicked out of the University of Florida, he had to go to a JUCO.
That's right.
Cam Newton stood down, did what he needed to do, changed his whole mindset to grind. But can we sit here and say, you said that we didn't give him credit for raising 4 other kids? But why can't we credit Cam Newton's father for helping him through that obstacle, getting him through JUCO, going to the University of Auburn, becoming a Heisman Trophy winner and an NCAA champion? How did he get that turnaround? Not because of fucking school. He also had a father in the midst to say, son, let's change it up. Son, but what did they do? As soon as Cam Newton made it, they want to come back and say, hey, his daddy was just cheating the NCAA. He took money. But Alabama, once he changed his image after the media soiled it and called him a thief, all types of name as a young black man. He changed it. And what did they do? Come knocking at his door all over again. So what did the father say is, now the price goes up if they want you now.
Right.
The price goes up. And that's just fair. That's just
So let me just
wait. I haven't said anything. Let me just say something real quick. I'll be brief. I just think this is an extraordinarily high burden of performance that women are asking of men. Listen, we can let's just say hypothetically, we're in a fanciful world where men step up, take on children that are not theirs, right? Mentor children, you know, right? Men are just stepping up. We sit down, we talk to the Pookies, we let them know the error of their ways. Y'all need to stop. Y'all just need to stop. Y'all looking bad out there. Which, listen, I'm not against. I'm simply not against. Sure, have a conversation with the young man. Let him know the error of his ways. How freaking ever. So when babies are just continuously being propagated, this is going to be the solution that y'all are proposing, is that more men just continuously step up. Because as long as these women keep popping out these babies, they need fathers, right? Ain't that what y'all saying? The crux of y'all argument? They need fathers. So don't worry about all these babies that's being had. They need men. They need men. Don't worry about what the women do. Get these kids men. They need fathers. They need men to step up, right? Okay, so the men gonna step up. Cool. But we got more babies, more than we can handle, more we can take on. But some of us have families, and some of us have children of our own. Hold up, some of us have families and children of our own, right?
You know what this sounds like?
This is insane.
A man's problem. This is
a man's
problem.
Wow. Did y'all, okay. You hear that? You hear that, Lee? Can't make it up, man.
The government ran by men. Majority of what the fuck is going on is
the government ran by men. What world are you in right now? That is not true.
What do you mean? Y'all
have you seen Congress? Congress is comprised.
Here and say that now everything is being catered to a woman. Being catered to a woman is
the last 70 years. Yes, the last 70 years.
That's different than being a leader of a society, of being a leader over a nation. You can be catered to. That don't make you a leader, clearly.
They're not proposing any solutions. They're not. They're not proposing any tangible solutions. All they want to do is just voice their ire towards men.
Well, it's men that's helping these women have these babies. Why don't you and your homeboys go over to the community and talk to y'all boys about what they're doing?
And then when she find another Pookie, we gotta go scout out that Pookie too and talk to him too, right?
Because we've been doing it anyway.
And then when she find another thug nigga to have a baby with, we gotta go talk to him too.
Okay, listen.
You kidding me?
Listen. So how you gonna find a solution?
You already know what my solution is. It's the truth.
You want us as women to hold other women accountable.
Nope, I just want y'all simply close y'all legs. That's it.
You to get your homeboy.
But we ain't gotta go there.
Cookies, you can't go over to your community and talk to them, but you expect us as women to hold other women accountable for keeping their legs open.
Des. It's not the same thing.
She's making a presumption that we don't. She's making a presumption that all of us on this screen right now are not taking on. She's making a presumption that none of us on this screen right now is taking on a child that's not ours right now. I'm sure you are, Lee. I'm sure you got nephews.
How many biological kids do you have?
Who?
Not Lee. Neil. How many biological? Because I know Lee. How many kids you have? Neil. How many biological kids do you have?
I got one.
You have one biological kid, and you have a stepchild, right?
Yeah.
You're the exception to the rule, right?
Yeah. What's the point?
Okay, so I'm not talking to you. We're talking about the average.
You're saying the average. Wait. What are you saying? You saying the average black man has multiple children? Is that your point?
You know that average is majority, right? You do know that, right?
Oh my gosh! Did she really?
He's not. He's actually what you said earlier, though. I mean, that's his circumstance.
Why are we even arguing if you have a step kid? Why are we even arguing if you have a step kid? This doesn't make no sense.
Because what y'all are proposing, no. Listen to what y'all are proposing. No, listen to what y'all are proposing. Y'all proposing outside of already providing resources to your own family, men still need to do more. That's what y'all are saying.
What are men do? What are
See what I
women
mean?
not doing that
See what I
men
mean?
are doing? Y'all, but what Andre Rose, you said in one of the lives you was an engineer. I guarantee you there's at least one woman in that career field
Sleeping with low caliber men and having babies. That's what y'all doing.
You work and mind you, Andre Rose, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that the engineering department that you were talking about is male dominated, right? So Lee, you work in the car industry. That's male dominated.
Oh my God.
Neil, you work in the podcasting industry. That's male dominated. So this is my thing. You got all of these men, all of this shit happening with our little boys and our little girls. What are you all taking on so bad that women aren't already doing?
Do you hear this? Do y'all hear this? Y'all are not doing enough. So your child doesn't deserve all your time. You need to go focus on 5 other kids.
Women that we're not already doing. You all go out here and get these jobs. We got the same jobs. Y'all go out here and get this money. We got the same money. Y'all don't bear kids.
How many kids are you taking in, Des?
Around for 9 months, taking on the issues and the problems. What are you talking about? You sitting here, you want a job, you want a recognition for what? Recognition for what? What are you all doing so fucking extravagant?
We don't need no recognition. I'm not asking for no recognition.
Oh, we're not gonna be viewed like this. We view Cam Newton's dad as this. And I guarantee you Cam Newton's dad was cheating. I guarantee you he was probably doing some other shit too. But see, you don't want to put the focus on. You just want what's beneficial, like I've been saying. No, let's look at the fact that, yeah, he did all of this shit for Cam Newton, but the flip side to that is that there was another side to that. But see, you all want to focus on what was so beneficial to everybody else. And that's the problem. You all always want credit for what benefits you. You always want something out of fucking convenience. The women don't do shit out of fucking convenience.
Des, you tripping. Nobody on this podcast has said what you're saying. I don't even know where you're getting this from.
You men sit here and you manipulate these women because you know women. I can't tell you how many podcasts I've looked at in the past 3 days. Men podcasts doing nothing but dragging women. Men sitting here talking about how it's in their nature to manipulate. You men know
for the first time in history.
It ain't for the first time. This has been something. Y'all didn't just get good at manipulating women.
No, for the first time in history, men are actually talking about women in relationships now.
Y'all didn't just get that smart and just learn how to manipulate women as good as y'all have. You all have had a history of this. What are you talking about? It's been a history. What are you talking about? And then you all get on here and try to act like, oh, this shit doesn't happen. What reality are you living in? This doesn't happen. Y'all know that shit happens. Stop faking. Stop faking.
I gotta
Stop faking.
Here's the problem. I think
you're the problem. Black men, y'all go to y'all community and y'all handle y'all people and let us handle our business. Let us do that. How about that?
We did.
No, y'all been doing that for 70 years. We see the results.
The world has been ran by men.
The data is in, Des. The data is in. Sorry, the data is in. We let y'all do y'all thing for 70 years now. We see the results.
When was the government ever fully ran by women? When?
It never will be.
When was it though?
It wasn't.
Okay, so you just proved my point just there. It's been ran by men, and the idealism of men. You all write policies. You all implement laws. You all create this chaos because of your competitive.
Not today. We in a gynocracy. Go ahead.
Women and fucking children. Women are. Men came into the mix and manipulated women. You said it yourself when the government came in and started giving all of this funding to these women.
They gave them a choice.
Neil, they manipulated.
Yeah, she want to keep taking all the way to accountability. She just doesn't want to accept any accountability for women. It's crazy. I would sit here and I would take all the accountability for these low caliber dudes that are having multiple children and say they are terrible people, scum of the earth. But will she do the same for women? She will not.
It's fucked up because your fellow man implemented and created laws to fuck him up. I blame the men.
It wasn't. But it wasn't.
All of it again. You all are the leaders. You all run the government. You all do all this top tier shit and want to be viewed as big man on campus. This, and that. However, we've been fucked up because men use their state of manipulation. Men come in and try to be competitive to other men, and guess what? It fucks everybody up. It wasn't women that said, let's take away government funding. It was the men in the government that did that shit. It was men that created laws. It was men that did this shit. And these laws, just like they did with the COVID. Oh, if you don't get the COVID shot, you could possibly lose your job.
No, that was the boy Biden.
Oh my God.
Who
55% of women voted for.
And just my point, he was a man.
But you can't conflate the manipulation of the government white man, that the reason why he implemented that manipulation was to
manipulated it and men took it and ran with it.
Well, and not just they took it and ran with it, because that manipulation, that the lawmaking manipulation, it created struggle.
Look, laws created our communities. Those same laws created our communities. Those same laws created our communities.
But before the Tulsa situation, when everything was destroyed, that was the tightest that the Black community ever was in that time. That manipulation, laws were not put in place to divide. Laws were put in place to keep down.
And coincidentally, that was prior to women being able to having.
Look at those same laws now. How are they helping us at all?
Who are voting for these policies, Des?
Yes. What do you mean who are voting? First of all,
she don't want to admit that. Women represent 55%.
Voting don't got shit to do with us.
Oh my gosh. She just selectively just takes accountability and avoids accountability all at the same time. She doesn't want to take. That's just crazy.
We're the ones taking care of the kids. We're the ones taking care of the kids. What are you talking about? Even when y'all don't want to do it, we're still taking care of them kids.
Des, if you think these kids, if you think these children today are being taken care of outside of
not taken care of because they don't have daddies. You don't see an epidemic of not having mommies. You got an epidemic of daddies.
Actually that's on the rise. That's actually on the rise.
If the men that are having these babies are Ray Rays and Pookies, then that's a male problem. That's not a woman problem.
Wait a minute though.
Oh my God.
16% versus 70%.
She's not gonna believe that.
Listen, the men that are out here creating these babies, y'all ain't saying shit to them. Y'all just blaming the woman for having their babies.
See there.
That's what y'all are doing.
She prioritizes us. She prioritizes us having a sit down conversation with them versus the women not choosing these type of men. That's what she prioritizes, us having a conversation with them first. Putting the cart before the horse.
At the end of the day, we're gonna
come on, man.
Reality. The reality is most of you niggas ain't having babies. This is a man's world. This is a man, bro. You so fucking contradicted.
Whoa! Don't even start. No, I didn't contradict. I've been so consistent tonight.
This is what you are because I'm sick and fucking.
Ooh! All right, there you go.
Tired of you guys. This is a male-dominated. This is a male-dominated career.
You have been propagandized too, dear. I'm sorry.
Podcasts are nothing but men slandering women and literally sitting here talking about how they do it. Men sitting here talking.
Listen, if you listen to what we're saying, Des, we're slandering behavior. Behavior. Listen, we are slandering degenerate behavior. Des, listen. How about this? Des, let's take the gender out of it. Let's slander the behavior.
No, we know.
Men and women.
Out of it because it's male dominated.
Oh,
you
God.
want us to take responsibility. Look up podcasts.
Y'all can't say that I'm trying to. Y'all can't say I have not made great attempts to try to meet her in the middle.
We ain't talking about you.
And she's rejected every single time.
Neil, we're not talking. You're an exception to the rule.
I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking. No, I'm not. Stop playing the reductionist argument and just attributing this to me. I'm not. I'm saying, generally speaking, take gender out of it. We are criticizing the behavior patterns. It's a pathology, and it exists within men and women. Now, we don't even have to talk about the numbers, which I think the numbers are pretty relevant. But if we're just gonna just take the gender out of it, make it a gender neutral thing, the behavioral patterns is what we are decrying.
Take the gender out of it when you slandering women.
See what I mean?
You ain't never talking to you, but that's the thing. You sit on this podcast, Neil, and 90% of the time you sit on this podcast and you talk about how it's all women's fault.
I never said that.
With that same energy, you don't.
I said men are responsible for. I said initially men are responsible for opening up the floodgates and allowing this crap to happen. And I said today, I said today with the prevalence. I said today with the prevalence of feminism and a lot of women adopting this ideology, this men hating, bashing mentality. I think. Women are responsible now too.
Are men podcasts and they're doing nothing but bashing women.
You need to start watching some different podcasts. I don't know what you watching.
Look it up right now. The podcast.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but you are in control. But you are in control of what you listen to, Des.
Yeah, and you know what and it's not even just about what I you want to talk about what I listen to? I listen to men talk about how they manipulate women. I sit and I talk like what's the guy's name?
You should probably not listen to that type of guy.
No. See, now you don't want me to listen to reality. You keep talking about reality. That's reality.
A lot of these people on social media, like JP just said, it's just a facade.
You don't want me to focus on reality. You know,
not everybody with an opinion. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean. Listen, Des, you don't need to be lent. Des, you don't need to lend credence to every opinion you hear on social media.
It's not even about. It's what I've seen with my own eyes. I've seen men sit here and talk about how they manipulate women.
Okay, I'm curious. Jane, do you share that perspective? Do you believe men are just out here
the other day
manipulating women?
You gotta make sure
nothing right.
To get that girl. You gotta go.
Let's ask another woman. Let's ask another woman.
Go to her house and sleep with her. Make sure you bust that ass down real good. That's what I just heard a man say.
I mean, if you protect it, why not?
See what I mean?
Well, all I'm simply listen.
But see, you get on these platforms contradicting yourself, and to a slow motherfucker, they not gonna catch it. But I see right through this bullshit. At the end of the day, Bill, you use this platform to bash women and give men.
I use this platform to give women a voice. That's why I have y'all on here to share y'all perspective.
You don't give women a voice.
What do you mean?
You blame women for everything.
It would be nice.
For everything.
It would be nice. I didn't even know, Neil, that you were. I didn't even know that you were raising a kid that wasn't yours. It would be nice to highlight you in that light. Like I didn't even know that.
If he should.
Yeah, like I mean, you wouldn't. I mean, not like no offense, but if I was in the comments instead of on the panel, I would have never guessed that you were raising the kid that's not yours. Like somebody asked why and somebody asked in the comment, why aren't I defending y'all? I'm not gonna offend y'all when it's wrong. I'm gonna offend the guy. I defend the stand-up guy. Like Dad said, she has a dad in her life. My dad raised me. I defend
Neil. I got a stepdad too.
Right.
He's been in my life 30 years. Fuck you.
I'm gonna stand in the gap for Neil raising a kid that's not his. That's the type of stuff we need to see the positive stuff, not dwell on the negative.
That's not something.
Hold on. The majority of this bull crap, the majority of statistics paint a negative image, but that small percentages of people like Neil, like my dad raised me, and my dad raised when my dad, and it's not about me, but let's just go there. My dad dated my stepmom. When he found her, she had two baby boys in diapers. They were probably like 1 and 2, something like that. And my dad raised them. Their dad was in and out of jail. So, I mean, that's the type of stuff I want to highlight, that men are not the enemy, that you do have stand-up guys that do X, Y, Z. I'm not going to, I can't defend y'all when we're talking about, when Des is talking about men are not in the home. I can't defend that because my son dad half-ass shit. My son dad is half-assing shit. But just I already know when I get a guy in my life, and I'm not dating right now, but when I do get another guy in my life, he's probably going to be jealous of the new guy trying to be a father to my son. It's like, okay, if you were standing in if you were doing what you were supposed to do, it wouldn't even be like that. That's why I said, man, it's all about the mindset. At the end of the day, so we have to realize that we can't make men be fathers, but to the stand-up guys, my hat goes off to them because I am a product of a single father. Des has her father. You are raising a kid that's not yours.
Me from jail.
Right.
What did
So
you
we need to be talking more on that stuff. That's what the black community needs to hear.
So listen. This is what I gotta say. Y'all brought me up, so I gotta say this. Yes, I raised a child biologically that's not mine, and I love her. However, again, if I was to run into Joe, the gentleman that I was just here, 22 years old, whole life ahead of him, would I disparage his character or characterize him as less than because he does not want to take on the responsibility of raising someone else's child? That because he wants to pursue his life and build and develop himself, establish himself in his 20s so he can be financially stable in his later 30s, because he consciously chooses not to want to take on someone else's child. Does that make him less of a man? Hell no. Hold on, let me finish. No, I'm saying even though I am taking on another child that's not mine, I would never encourage that to somebody else. I would never do that. Especially to someone who doesn't have kids.
And that's why the black community that's why we're failing, Neil. We need to hear from more men like you. It needs to be men are not the enemy. Women believe y'all are the enemy, and we need to know, Neil. We need to hear more positive stuff from you.
I'm giving you the truth.
You're raising a child that's not yours. We need to hear that.
I got the antidote. How about this? And I guarantee
that's crazy.
You will look at me motherfucking crazy after I say this. If women just stop sleeping with y'all.
Oh my gosh, that is the answer. There she goes. She finally got it. She got it. Thank you. There you go. There you go, Dad. You finally can't reach the promised land.
See how convenient it is for you? Take sex out of y'all want
Hey, we can start there.
All these babies.
We can start there.
But yet y'all don't want us to stop fucking y'all to get them babies.
Listen, if the man is not deemed worthy by your father, and if he's not deemed worthy by your father, have some standards and close your legs.
You see how that works? Take sex out the equation. I didn't say for one particular group. I said take sex out of the equation so we can stop these babies, right?
Yeah, raise the standards a little bit.
Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm not talking about the married men. I'm not talking about y'all. And majority of y'all ain't married. That's a small percentage, right? So we're not talking about
30%,
the married men.
33 actually, black men.
We're not talking about the married men. Okay? We're talking about everybody outside the married men. And what's funny about the situation is it's the married men, because it's married men out here having babies out of wedlock.
Oh gosh.
But see, you don't want to talk about that. But you want to sit here and talk about. You want to sit here and talk about all of these women are having all of these babies.
She can just say whatever comes to her mind. She ain't even got to substantiate it. She just say whatever she feels.
It's true.
Y'all never
because she feels it. It's real.
Having babies out of wedlock. See, you won't talk about that, and that is happening. I don't care if it's a small percentage or not. If a man is married, he shouldn't be having a baby out of wedlock. But see, y'all not going to talk about the men that do that. I don't care what the percentage is. It's still happening. And see, you so quick to disconnect when the issue is brought about to a male. but you can sit. Women need to stop having all these kids. Okay,
Yes.
if we stop
10%
having
of
all
men
these
divorcing their wives. Are we supposed to talk about that?
we are divorcing y'all because
Say
y'all don't know
what?
how to act.
What did you say,
10%
Neil?
of
I mean,
men
what did you
file
say,
for
Lee?
divorce. 10% of men file for divorce. Are we supposed to talk about that?
Right.
Let's
We don't
talk
leave.
about it. Why do you women? You all said from your stats, more women are divorcing men. If men had that
90%.
much, if men, you all stats, Lee. Neil came out with those stats and said more women are divorcing men, right?
Right.
Well, of
Now,
course,
if
yeah.
that's the case, if there were such that much, if there were that big of an issue what women were really doing, why isn't the tables turned? Why aren't more men divorcing women? Answer me that. I'll wait.
What?
Because women have commitment issues.
Now it don't got nothing to do. Women is doing all of this shit. So why is it, like I said, if women are that much of the issue, why is it not more men divorcing these women? You can point out, oh yeah, it's all of these women divorcing these men.
Because men look at the bigger
Take
picture.
our vows more serious. I don't know.
What's
Yeah,
the bigger,
we do.
What's the bigger picture? Because the bigger picture is,
Like Lee just
stay
said,
with
we
you.
take our vows serious.
Stay
Marriage is
with
not
you.
about love or feelings, about duty.
The bigger picture is stay with you while you stay on the bullshit. I want to leave because I'm trying to get over and get away from the bullshit.
know
That's
why-
why I'm divorcing you.
No, do you know why women divorcing their husbands?
Tell me why. Tell me why, Lee.
Number one reason. Tell them,
Financial.
Lee. Financial.
Financials.
That's the number one reason.
Listen, women know your financial
She about to
status.
spin
and
that too,
so
Lee.
do you. Hold on. Stop acting like women don't know your financial status before you get married to them. Let's
Yeah, I
not
know.
do that.
That's why it further doesn't make sense. Why would you file for divorce later
do
after the
that.
fact?
No. Y'all don't get to do that. Do not sit here and act like before you marry a woman, finances is not something that is discussed. Y'all talk about that and y'all still turn around and marry these women. And then when these women divorce you for money, and when these women turn around and divorce
you
you
going
for money,
all the way
y'all
off the
don't
rails, girl. You
Y'all
going off the
sit-
rails.
y'all are
How do we even
complaining.
get to this point? This is not what women are filing for divorce for men for financial reasons and irreconcilable differences.
Majority of the shit that y'all are doing. Y'all
All
want
right.
to take 10 minutes.
Okay.
Y'all asses.
Oh,
Y'all
wow.
don't want to take y'all want to take the smallest amount of responsibility, and y'all want to take on 5% of the wrongdoing, while the woman takes on 95% of the wrongdoing. That's what you all do. Whenever we talk about issues that men connect with, you always want to deflect and push it off on a woman.
You are projecting hardcore. You've been the one doing that. You've been the one doing that.
Because y'all don't know how to act. We're divorcing y'all because y'all don't know how to keep y'all hands to yourself. We're divorcing y'all because y'all don't know how to keep y'all dicks to yourself. And as a reward for the bullshit we gotta deal with while we're with you,
see what's going on in
we
Houston?
should get compensated for it.
You see what's going on in
should.
Houston right now?
What?
You said we can't keep our thing in our pants. Do you see what's going on in Houston with black women right now?
What is it?
Syphilis, STDs, 132% rate increase this year.
But
That's
listen,
women.
I heard about that. Yeah.
But who is
Atlanta,
sleeping with
Baltimore,
these
Philadelphia.
women? But who is sleeping with these women?
The same 16% of dudes.
Okay, so y'all need. So it sounds like a male problem. It sounds like a male problem. Stop sitting here acting like women just get pregnant and have babies. You niggas nut first.
This is just a feels over reals conversation right now. You just, like I said, you just go anything that pops in your mind, Dad. As long as you think about it, therefore it is true, and you have nothing to substantiate what you're saying.
I don't know what else. I don't know what other race allows 16% of us to represent every part of men.
Statistically, the male sperm swims faster.
Now you want to use stats though, selectively.
We're not talking about stats. I'm talking about
statistically.
Oh my gosh! Hold up, man.
I'm not talking about statistics. I'm talking about you can look it up right now. The male sperm swims faster to a woman. It swims faster. So literally, biologically, there are not 9 times out bartender is going to
Jane, you cannot just be sitting here listening to this buffoonery without saying nothing. This is insane.
This doesn't pertain to me. We're not even
Yes,
arguing
it
a real
does.
argument.
Yes,
This is not even a real argument.
No dub,
It's
no
stupid.
dub, no dub, because she took us so far out into the weeds that we're not even talking about the topic anymore.
primary reason for the bullshit.
She's talking about the freaking rate of how fast sperm travel. How did we even get here?
Because what I'm talking about is
I don't want to talk about this. This is not a real argument.
Create these motherfucking problems. Men create these problems and then want to sit and put all of the blame on a motherfucking woman. When y'all sat there and manipulated that girl into having a baby. Y'all sit here talking about how dumb we are, but y'all steady sleeping with them. Y'all steady sleeping with them. What you mean how, Lee?
Dez is on fire tonight.
So
No, because you all know women. You all know women want love. You know women want love. You know women want attention. You understand yourselves that men and women want each other for the same.
Y'all want a bag? Y'all don't want love? Y'all want a bag?
Yeah.
What?
Don't say that, Lee. You gonna get her started.
Lee, no, we don't. Lee, no, we don't. No, we don't. Like what?
Because we want love, attention, and emotion from a man. Something that we usually
No.
Are
Y'all
y'all
want
even
security.
open to the other side of a woman's mind? Like, are y'all?
Jane, women want security.
Let me ask you a real question.
To her about it.
Man,
How do a woman know?
Let me ask you a real question.
How do a woman know you got money if you don't talk about it?
She can see.
Look at Andre's comment. Look at Andre's comment. We sleep with the dumb ones because it's the easiest.
If you go outside right now, you will never know what a white man got in his pocket. You go outside right now.
How am I supposed to defend? How am I supposed to defend a comment like that?
A white man
because women listen. All we simply saying, listen. I will never sit here and defend a freaking drug dealing pookie community destroyer, but y'all will fight tooth and nail to defend this ratchet ass Sukiyana asshole that's slapping cheeks with everybody and got folded baby daddy.
I do not like her. What are you talking about? I don't like that damn girl.
Listen, Jane. Jane. Oh shit. Jane. I'm making an equivalency here.
Cardi B, all of them ruined our
but listen to what I'm saying. But listen to what I'm saying. I'm drawing an equivalency here. I'm saying I would disparage the drug dealing, Pookie 7-kid having, low caliber, low quality dude. I would disparage him, and I would encourage we as a people would excommunicate that kind of male out of the community. Now, I would ask you all to have that same frame of mind towards that low caliber woman who keep popping out babies. But I yet to hear any of y'all say anything about that woman.
Because we're not, that's not the conversation. I can easily do that.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
That's not the conversation that we have right.
It's all about holding. It's all about holding both parties equally responsible. I have been. This is like the fifth time. This is like the fifth time I've held.
When are you going to take responsibility by yourself? We always
all right, never mind.
Got to be held accountable.
All right.
Y'all can't never get in trouble without putting a woman in it. Every
Black
time we
community
say
is
something
doomed.
to y'all about the
It's
shit
an
y'all
asteroid.
do, every time we say something to y'all about the shit y'all do, and this is what I mean. You all don't fucking listen.
Who is y'all?
Don't listen. What?
Who is y'all?
Men, boys.
Okay.
All of y'all.
So you can say 51%. You can't generalize like that.
Listen.
Are we gonna land this plane?
At the end of the day, men know women. They know how to manipulate women, and they've been doing it for years.
Oh my God.
So yes, the woman is dumb because she can't catch on. But let's be for real.
Right. So she's dumb. Let's just leave it there.
But y'all saying all of this.
She can't help herself.
But y'all would never be against the woman stop having sex with y'all.
What do you mean?
You are, if I sat here and said, you know what, all women band together and we just stop having sex.
Close your legs and not stop having babies. I would be jumping for joy if that happened.
Y'all sit here and chastise us for having all of these motherfucking fucking babies.
No,
But
because
if
that
we
would preclude Pookie from having another baby with you. If all women did that, that would preclude Pookie from having another baby and leaving and abandoning another child. I think that would be great. I agree with that. If all women actually stood up and did that, I would fully support it.
because you
100%.
pussy. That's why you not
Who
mad.
cares if he's mad?
You
The Tatianas is the close their legs. You right.
No pussy
Thank you, Jane. And the Pookie community destroyers, they need to be excommunicated. I mean, I'm trying to hold both parties accountable, but she doesn't want to hold neither. She only want to put the blame on only men. I'm like, that's not fair.
Take your ass to your community and talk to your boys then.
No, I want to kick them out the hood. Listen, I want to. These niggas need to be. They need.
You need to
okay, listen. They need to be shamed. They need to be shamed. They need to be shamed. They need to be shamed and shamed and shamed.
Talk to y'all boys.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And get your motherfucking dudes under control.
So back to the question at hand. Let's try to tie it back so we can close this thing out. Does delivery really matter when it comes to addressing evil? I think it's sort of a it's open-ended question, because I think we all have a subjective understanding of what we want, what would deem evil and good. So I would think this is my issue. This is just my number one thing. And listen, y'all may agree, y'all may disagree, but I think the Black community as a whole lack ethics and a moral code. And if we was to re-enshrine some moral code standards, oh my gosh, that's degenerate behavior. We're not going to partake in that. And if you as a man, if you as a woman partake in such behavior, you will be shamed. You will be utterly shamed, and you will not be embraced by the majority of us. So we need to go back to re-enshrining some ethics and some moral standards. And I think Blacks as a whole, the Black community, we've sort of shied away from this idea of holding each other accountable.
No,
and
we don't need women need to hold women accountable. Men need to hold men accountable.
No. It needs to be everybody on one accord. It needs to be everybody. No.
It ain't no
morality. But listen, morality is gender. Listen, morality is gender neutral. There's morality.
I don't need you telling me nothing about nothing, and I'm not listening to.
So if I see you beating a kid, I can't say anything because you're a woman.
I'm not listening to nothing you talking about. Nothing. What can you teach me?
Wow.
I don't already know.
If I see a woman out and if I see a woman at Walmart with the kids walking around looking crazy, I mean, maybe we should get to a point where we can say something about that.
You too worried about the wrong thing. Stop being so.
See what I mean? Turn a blind eye. You don't see it. Out of sight, out of mind. That's crazy, man.
To your community, and you talk to your boys. Go do that. Y'all too worried about us. Stop being so focused on us. Go focus on your boys and let the.
You want the separation, don't you? You want the separation, don't you?
I do.
Got it. See, there we go.
And it's not working.
There you go. Well, I mean,
y'all don't even.
But we need to fix it. We need to fix it.
Need to be taught. How you gonna try to tell women how to do anything?
Des wants the divide. She wants this fight to continue. You don't want to reach any sort of goal.
But you won't even tell a young boy in your community what to do because he Ray and Pookie's son.
I never said that. I said I would never. I said I wouldn't encourage somebody at young tender age of 21 years, 22 to take on a.
You don't need to be trying to tell us nothing. You need to be trying to talk to your boys. That's it.
Gosh.
That's it. We don't need you coming up. We're doing the same shit that y'all doing. We don't need y'all doing y'all done did enough.
That's Princella talking right now. That's not
y'all
you,
done did enough. No, it's every motherfucking woman out here like me, whether lower, higher, don't even matter. It's a lot of us talking about this shit. We tired of y'all.
Des, what you are proposing is separation. You really want that?
To your boys.
You don't believe that children should have a father and a mother in the house. Is what you don't believe?
You don't need to tell. Y'all already ain't there. So we don't need you telling us nothing.
All right, well, there you go. There you go. She put it all on the floor tonight.
Yes, I am. I'm telling the truth, and you don't like it. We just We just sat here. We know the men ain't in the homes.
This ain't the truth.
Men ain't in the homes. That's the argument, bro.
Majority of men.
Damn, so the CDC lying?
Bro, y'all literally just sat here and said that it's not fathers in the homes because they're not. We're not talking about the small percentage of men that are there. I'm not talking about y'all.
She said a small percentage of men.
I'm not talking about the small percentage of men that are there. I'm not talking about the Lees. I'm not talking about the Neils. It's a small percentage
But
of y'all
I think
in the
you
home.
misconstrued. I think you're misconstrued.
She don't know stats, so she just said anything.
Okay,
Bro,
you
listen,
said small
I'm living
percentage.
in reality. I'm
All right,
living
so
in
are you
reality.
saying that most men are not in their homes?
Most men are not in the homes.
Okay, so,
Oh my
so
God.
the 54% of men that's single and childless,
54% of what men? Because this is a global situation. This is a global
When you look
situation.
around, it feels that way, guys. When you actually look around your community, it does feel that way. Everybody,
but
their mama talking to every baby mama talking about the daddy ain't in their life. That's
But Jane,
that's real.
Hold on. But hold on. See, this is the problem. You guys don't understand what a family is. It ain't just about bringing. Yeah, I'm serious.
Neil raising a child that's not his. That's family. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
A family is a man, woman, and children.
Thank you.
Period. It doesn't have to be bloodline. Exactly.
Okay, but there's a structure to a family. The man is the head. The woman is that underneath the husband, and then the children are underneath the woman. So the fact of the matter is that if these women are not requiring husbands, there's not a family. They're jump offs. There's a difference.
Yep.
See, that's
and
the
y'all
thing.
just
You
trying to
guys don't
conflate the
understand
two.
that.
It's like
It's
stop
big
conflating good women with
Okay,
these
okay,
jump offs.
Lee. Okay. So with that mindset, Lee, right? You said they jump offs. Did you say that right? The jump off. Okay. So with that mindset, which I agree, right? So with that mindset, why would a man want to sleep with a woman like that unprotected and then get that woman pregnant? Knowing she's already knowing she's already hold on,
Jane, you can't talk about that because it's a small percentage.
Right, hold on, Dan. But no, wait, Lee. No, wait,
It's
Lee.
a small percentage, so Jane can't talk about that, right?
But Lee, answer me this. No, and cut the crap, Lee. Answer my motherfucking question. Okay, with that mindset, with that mindset, Lee, why in the hell would you sleep with Tatiana? Why would you sleep with Tatiana? Why?
Okay, I'll tell you. Because Tatiana is low-hanging fruit.
Yes.
It doesn't. Why would you put your penis in that though? Why would you put your precious penis? Why would you put your golden dick? Wait, Dan. So Lee, why would you put your golden penis, your magic stick, your most charitable fucking body part? Why would you stick your fucking penis in that shit?
Well, ask the 16% of
I'm not drinking. This is
He's
tea.
talking about Andre talking about alcohol.
Answer me this. I'm not drunk. This is tea. I'm drinking tea.
Yeah,
Lee, answer it, Lee. Answer it, Lee. Answer it, Lee.
You guys are confusing the
Answer it, Lee.
I
No, you didn't. Why would you still sleep with her? I want to know. Why would you still sleep with her? Because you horny?
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to explain it to you.
It makes no sense.
Oh, just relax. Okay. We view sex and relationships differently.
Thank you.
Sex is sex. So if Tatiana, whomever, want to have sex, that's having sex.
Right.
We're not thinking about, and unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, because you're not thinking. You're not thinking. You're not thinking.
No, sweetheart, you got it wrong. She's not thinking.
No, you just said you're not. You just said you're not thinking about it. So keep going.
No. We're not thinking about anything other than the act of having sex. She's saying,
and this is why I can't defend y'all right now because y'all making yourselves look crazy. I can't defend this stuff.
Alcohol is the reason young men. Alcohol is the reason young men sleep with those women. Y'all keep telling on yourselves. Y'all just look at just in this last few minutes. Look at the excuses y'all gave.
How was that helping the community, y'all?
Criticizing.
I didn't say it was.
Nobody's condoning. I don't know why,
So,
but it happened. It's the reality. Like, what the hell?
If it's not helping the community, why are we doing it? Lee?
I'm trying to explain this to you guys.
Alcohol made him do it like Jamie.
No, guys.
Come on.
All right. Let me try to break it down a little bit better. I know we gotta go soon. This is the reality of the situation.
Thank you.
I don't think women understand men at all.
We don't.
Nope.
And y'all know that.
Okay, well, hold on. Okay. So
let them enlighten you.
What I'm trying to explain to you guys is this. The act of having sex is just what it is. It's having sex. Children are not being talked about, oh, let's procreate. We just met tonight, but let's procreate. That's not happening.
Right.
So the women have to understand they got to protect themselves even more so because unlike it's a 50-50 chance.
The women gotta take on your responsibility. And
no, it's a 50-50 chance that I stay or I go.
Because you just said the woman gotta take responsibility. You didn't say
Listen to what I'm saying.
I did.
It's a 50-50 chance that I stay or I go. It's a crapshoot.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
This is pathetic, man. This is pathetic.
Okay, Jane. So you mean to tell me? Hold up, Jane. So you telling me women do not carry a higher emotional investment cost in the act of having sex? Do women carry a higher emotional cost because they have to carry the child?
Even if that's true, though, Lee, why are y'all doing this to yourselves, though, Lee? Even if that's true, why are y'all doing this to yourselves?
Because this is a problem. You said y'all as if we're the majority. It's not even close to the majority.
It's a small percentage. We try to tell y'all that.
No, but understand what y'all are saying. So y'all are saying because the woman is opening up her
information. Y'all just sat here and told us why every fucking woman in America wants to go to the courthouse. Andre on here talking about alcohol made him do it. You just wanted her because she wasn't nothing. Matter of fact, I was listening to a podcast the other day, right?
Oh, here she go.
Hold on. Let me tell you how contradicting you men are. Let me tell you real quick how contradicting
and
y'all
now she about to attribute the podcast thoughts to what we talking about.
Podcast is reality because the people that are on it are experiencing it too. So what are you talking about?
Everybody with a podcast, it doesn't mean that they're just because you have an opinion doesn't mean that it's accurate.
Exactly.
Do you understand that?
Let me say this. I'm watching 3 guys and a girl, and
Fresh
she say, "What?"
I said you was watching Fresh and Fit.
It wasn't Fresh and Fit. It wasn't Fresh.
It might have been Daily Wrap Up Crew.
It was 3 dudes and 1 girl, and the girl sat there, and the girl said, "Y'all just want women with the BBLs, right? Y'all just want women with the BBLs." The guy gonna say,
"I sent that to you."
Huh?
I sent that to you.
Right now, yes. So you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
talking about. What podcast was it?
So what podcast was it?
I forget. I think I sent it to you too, Neil. The other day.
Yeah. The guy, one of the guys turned around and said, "How's she gonna sit here?" Because the girl said, you want the chicks with the BBLs. The guy said, "How's she gonna sit here and tell us what we want? We want," right after he said, "How's she gonna tell us what we want?" He turned around and said, "We want the BBLs because we know after we fuck them, we're gonna let them go. We can't take these women."
That's not what he was.
That's
right.
What he said.
She's taking it out of context. She don't understand.
Out of context.
He said he
totally took it out of context.
Hold on. He said he only wanted the woman with the BBL because he wanted to play with her.
How can they stand behind that,
y'all? Y'all don't get it. How do you? All right, then let's make it.
They don't understand men, Lee.
Let's take this back in the day. How do you prove to a woman you want her?
What do you mean?
Let's make it so
manipulator.
Easy. No. How do you prove as a man? How do you prove to a woman that you want her? How do you prove that?
I don't manipulate her.
How you prove it?
How you prove it?
It's not no way. Because we can sit and give you a chance and you will still fuck up.
No.
You
propose to her. That's how you prove it. You make the investment.
Lee, dudes propose.
You court the woman. You meet her father.
Bro, do I have to pull up all the married men in my DM?
I don't care about those
things. There she go.
Reality. You
No,
That's your reality, Dad.
I just want y'all to highlight the good guys for once. Y'all just need to
but
highlight
it's not
the
what I'm
damn good
saying.
guys.
You guys, when I said you guys don't understand men,
Y'all
this
are
is what I'm
full of
talking
shit.
about.
Listen,
But-
you just said, how do you prove to a woman? There are men that prove to another woman in my DM. What are you talking about?
Okay.
So what are you talking about? Where's your argument?
That's anecdotal. I'm talking about in general. How do you prove? You make the
Anecdotal, that's
investment.
That
fact.
is
I got
anecdotal.
married men in my DM.
That is
That's
your
fact. That's
anecdotal
reality.
experience, Des. That's anecdotal. That's your experience.
No, and if it don't matter.
Stop
every
painting reality with your experience.
Neil, every statistic
Oh my
started
goodness.
with one. What are you talking about?
What?
Every statistic started with one. And
All
then
right.
what happened? Multiple of those situations continue to occur. That's what the fuck a stat is. That's what the fuck a stat is.
No, it's not what a
That
stat
had
is.
to
Des.
start as something happening and a
A
multitude
stat.
of the same thing happening. What are you talking?
A
So y'all
stat.
know what the fuck stats are now?
Stats, data, facts,
Y'all don't know what
evidence.
the fuck data is?
It can easily be independently verified.
Is it easily independent when the stats say all of these women is having all of these babies?
We know that.
Well, yeah, they have to go to the hospital and give birth. They record it.
What are y'all trying
Thank
to
you.
argue with me for? Y'all are just proving my point.
No, we're
No,
not.
you
No, we're not.
You-
Y'all are
you're
just
not.
literally sitting here proving my point. But
No,
see,
we're
y'all
not.
want to try to talk around it because y'all don't want to
No,
take
we're not.
accountability.
My point was that the modern day woman does not know or understand men. I asked you quite easy. How do you know if the man wants you? It ain't because he said let's have sex. It's when he makes the investment.
So he want
Bill.
her and he want me too.
Okay, then. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Why are you so
That
accessible
was
to
just
these
a yes
men?
or no. He
Well,
proved to her.
Well, I
what
guess
he
you know
said.
what. You're right. You're right. But why are you
Yes,
so accessible?
yes, I am. I know.
But
I
why?
know.
Why are you so accessible?
What do you mean? Because this is the problem. I'm right. So I know what I'm talking about. This shit
Okay,
is
so
happening in reality.
why do you continue to be accessible for these
Instead
men?
of you all just saying what you just said, Lee, it took us all of these lives for you to just sit here and tell me that I was right. I know I'm right.
I didn't say
I
you
know
was
what
right.
goes on in reality, bro. I know what goes on in reality. And y'all literally just
Hey,
sat here. Andre
Des
is
is off the
star tonight.
charts.
Andre is the star tonight. He at least he had the balls to say why he fucks up or why men fuck up. They on alcohol. Y'all got all of these excuses. Y'all got all of these excuses for why men is out here doing they bullshit, but yet you sit and point the blame.
What the hell just happened?
Oh, sorry.
Neil,
I just
man,
wanted-
I'm right.
I want to catch JP staring off of his.
Neil,
I want to
y'all
catch
wanna know
JP.
where to take this ass whooping, because that's what it is. Look,
JP was staring off into oblivion, yo.
Neil, hit yourself with the punch. Hit yourself with the punch.
Oh my god.
Hit yourself with the punch, Neil.
Oh, snap.
Y'all stop playing with us out here because we tired of y'all.
Look. We about to wrap this up because this is crazy. This is absolute crazy.
Oh, you fucked up for that one.
Des, look, we although we may vehemently disagree, as I always say, we love you and we will always respect your right to say what you got to say, even though it might be 100% bullshit.
Box, yo.
We still appreciate your right to say what you got to say. But sometimes I really think you just be trolling your ass off because you just be saying, no. Some of the stuff you say,
that's all. Y'all gotta just stop being mad about the truth.
we're not mad. We've been composing ourselves quite well.
You know why? Because it's always a topic of discussion on all of you men's platforms.
I tried to talk about a whole totally different separate topic, and we somehow came right back to this.
No, because at the end of the day, this is why we don't have fathers. This is why kids don't have fathers. This is why. It starts somewhere, and
Lord
again,
have mercy.
it starts somewhere, and as soon as you all
Hey,
start
Andrew
focusing on
and
what's
Andre said he want to jump on the next live, so I'm gonna
That's
bring him
fine.
up.
Yo, I
Jump
can't
on
wait
the
for
next
that.
live. Matter of
I
fact,
know.
tell me if he can tell me, if he can leave in the comments what his job, what type of engineer he said he was.
Uh-oh. She gonna do
What
some,
type
you
of
gonna do some
engineer he said he
investigations.
was.
I'm calling you out, Andre. So you know
Yeah,
what I'm
Andre
saying.
Rose, seeing as though he said y'all go out here and recklessly sleep with women because y'all on alcohol. Bring his
Who
ass
is
on
y'all?
here.
Blame it on the juice. Blame
Hey,
it on
man,
the juice.
ask Andre. He said that. Ask Andre. That's your boy. That's your boy.
Oh God.
That's your boy. Bring him on here.
He said aviation. Aviation.
Aviation engineer. So I'm gonna have some information for him next time he decides
Oh
he's gonna jump
God.
on.
Des, look, reality can come down and smack you in your face. You still will find a way to evade.
No, reality will come. The
truth.
will come down, and
It's
it's coming
okay.
down, smacking y'all in the face, and y'all don't like it.
No. Like I said, you got this whole like I said, you got this whole performance of pounding the table with passion, but you ain't even substantiating your point. You just keep saying what I feel and what I see. What I feel and what I see.
Everything is a
You know what I feel right now? I feel a table. Do you feel that table too?
Listen, everything I say is a fact. It's a fact.
How's
And
it
it's
a
a fact
fact?
that don't need stats.
You ain't said nothing that was a damn fact. You
If I
pointed
say
out your own myopic reality, your own limited scope reality.
You're gonna sit here and tell me that I'm not in reality when I literally have married men. Don't sit here and act like y'all don't know married men.
I'm not invalidating your experience. I'm just saying what I have a point. Listen. Listen, Des, listen to I'm about to tell you why you're delusional. Listen carefully. You are delusional because you are extrapolating your limited scope of experience and extrapolating it upon the vast majority of the population.
I'm the only woman.
That's what you're doing.
I'm the only woman who's getting talked to by married men.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just
okay.
Oh,
okay. So again, what did we say stats were? What did we say stats were? How do you get a stat to say how many men are getting
Okay, how about this? You know what how about this, Des? I just read an article, literally, and y'all can look this up when y'all get off. 51% of married women today have a backup plan, a male orbiter. A male orbiter. Look that up, Des, on your phone right now. How many married women have a male orbiter, a work husband, a male best friend, orbiting, waiting to strike? Okay, just hold up. But I'm saying that it's bad on both sides. But you keep on harping on men. I'm simply trying to draw.
All you do is harp on women. So
no, I'm talking about the behavior. I have disparaged Pookie and I have disparaged Pookisha. Both of them. They both trash.
That's doing it. So why you not talking about the other ones that's doing it?
That's why I said we should focus on the shaming, the behavior.
No,
the behavior is what.
The behavior, it's not just Pookie and Ray Ray. So why are you not talking about the people outside of Pookie and Ray Ray that's doing it too?
Because we have only thing I can delineate my point from is the stats. I can look at the stats and say, okay, this segment of men is probably the problem.
We don't need stats for that.
Okay.
We don't need stats for that because it's happening whether the stat is there or not.
Yeah, she can be passed.
So to you, everybody's puffy to you.
What?
Everybody's puffy to you.
No, but y'all not talking about puffy. Y'all are talking about. You ain't bring up puffies not one time. You brought up and y'all keep bringing up Pookie and Ray Ray like they the only ones that's doing it.
Pookie and Ray Ray are men who create broken homes. Any man that falls in that demographic. Oh my God! Hey, listen. Once upon a time, Des, I was a Pookie. Listen. I'm taking the ultimate accountability. Once upon a time, I was a Pookie. I was because I created a broken home.
Hold on. Let's take Pookie and Ray Ray out of the equation. The ballers are messing up in relationships. Middle class men are fucking up their relationships.
High profile Pookies.
Yes.
No, middle class. Right now, I don't have.
No, you think Pookie and Ray Ray's a broke? It's more than one.
I know, right? She just keeps. She's seeing it from a very limited scope.
Cookies and Ray Rays in my DMs. I don't just have high class men in my DMs. I have all types of men in my DMs. Y'all keep
most women do
on Pookie and Ray Ray, and it's not just them. It's
Why
middle
are you so
class
accessible?
niggas too. It's married niggas too. It's
Why are
wealthy
you
and
so?
middle class
So
too.
then block your profile.
I know, like what the hell?
See, again, y'all are trying to shy away from the fact that it's happening. That is the
No,
point.
we're not.
That is
Des,
the point.
hey Des, guess what? Hey Des, guess what? Hey Des, hey Des. Here's a shocker. Married men, boyfriends, all these dudes are in your DMs. I guarantee you, most women experience that. Shocker.
So you're proving my point. You just said most women are experiencing
No,
it.
listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying most women are experiencing that because men pursue women. Women do not pursue men.
However it go, it's still happening. Why do you keep trying to act like it's
So
happening?
why are you so accessible?
It don't matter. If she
Get off Instagram. Right. Get your ass off Instagram. You won't have that problem.
all day. Why do you all act like you don't
Do you
know
like
how
the
to say
attention?
no?
She must like the attention.
You like
Because
the attention.
because Lee, women are marketed. Women, men are set. Listen,
You know why you all don't say no?
because men are
you
hunters.
said no. Because if you said no, you would get no pussy.
Look at that. Look what Andre said. I seen Dez IG. She was on that poll. That sends a snap.
I sure was. And
Oh, she wondered why she got married men in her comments.
exercise out of it. And guess what? One nigga present.
Dez, you something else. You know what? Let me just put it like this. Let me just.
thirst trapping.
Yeah, she thirst trapping. Right, and scratching her head as to why she got me.
You gonna thirst trap when they say why these men all in my DMs?
I know, right? She the type to go to the gym and with the tight ass spandex on and be like, "Hey, looking at my booty."
All you niggas do it. All of y'all.
Yeah. Well, guess what, Dez? Get off social media. You won't ever have to experience that. Not to the degree that you're experiencing it now.
No, we're saying it so that you won't be affected by it because it bothers you so much.
I have 5 good friends. All of them are married. None of them are high class, and they damn sure ain't low class. But all of them are married and having issues in their relationship stemming from him.
You don't know that.
Hold up, yo.
And the thing
Doesn't that seem a little suspicious?
No, it don't.
Right.
No, it don't. Because again,
She biased as hell.
women, listen, just
She
like
that
you
friend
all
giving
talk
her
about
friends terrible advice.
Not talk about child money. A woman
Single
don't
women
know
keep
you
women
got money
single.
unless
Single
you
women
show
keep
or
women
tell her.
single, yo.
A woman don't know you have money unless you show or tell her. So while y'all are over there showboating and telling her, don't
Thank
get mad
you.
when she take your ass for that motherfucking money. Don't
Okay,
be mad about it. Y'all sitting here.
You're right. If a dude if he falls victim to that, that's his problem. That's his problem. Nobody mad about it, Des. That's his problem.
Y'all are mad because y'all sitting here.
Nobody's mad. Why do you want us to be mad about it?
Bro, y'all are mad. Y'all
Who?
are. We need to
Us?
stop all of this. We need to stop taking y'all to court.
How about this?
We need to
Listen,
stop taking
women
y'all
are
having y'all
listen, men are salesmen.
Yo, JP
Women,
ain't said nothing in 30 minutes.
I'm about to post his ass back up on here.
JP, what you got to say? What you got to say? Nah, y'all gonna stop.
Go ahead, JP. The floor is on you, brother.
Hey man, I had to go back and find that IG thing. I missed that one.
Hold
one.
up.
Which one he missed?
When you were swinging on the pole, I missed that one.
Look at this fool.
Guess what?
Man, listen,
Ain't
my
not-
bad.
ain't
I
no
ain't
dude.
scrolling
It
going
ain't no
find
dude
that,
in
my
sight.
bro.
Ain't no
Yeah,
It's so
see?
easy to get y'all. It's so easy to trap y'all though. That's what y'all want to see her on the pole. Y'all.
Jane, but this
Women
is
so
just
easy to get y'all.
They will sit and criticize us for manipulating them, but won't sit there and take the criticism when they're manipulating us.
Whoa, nobody said it. No. Nobody said anything
We ain't
about
puffy.
wow.
I just want
We
to
ain't
see.
got that kind
I
of bread
missed
to
it.
manipulate nobody.
No, y'all.
JP said he just want to see it.
Y'all
JP said he just wanted to see that thing. Clap, 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 clap.
I didn't see her on the pole. I didn't know that she did it.
Y'all can dish it out. Y'all can dish it out, but when it happens
Let me-
to you, you mad.
Let me just say this. Men are salesmen. Women are marketers. When women put themselves online, they're going to attract men. When you put yourself online in a
But I didn't even go that far.
Okay, but I'm just simply saying, if you happen to scroll down her page and see that ass clapping, you're gonna hit that like button, I'm sure.
But it was all the way down.
And then Dad's gonna send you a message like, "How dare you old sorry ass nigga liking my photo because I'm dancing up and down that pole? How dare you?"
Majority men that like my shit in the first place, Neil. It's majority men that like my shit. So what are you talking about?
Why are you surprised about that? You're showing. Never mind.
Stop chastising women for what they do when you all know.
You know what? Where's my damn? Hold up. Where's my damn explosion?
Stay in y'all communities and talk to y'all boys. Leave us women alone, and we will leave y'all alone and do what the fuck we need to do.
No, y'all won't.
Yes, we will, because we attract you. It's not the other way around. We attract you.
Dude, every time a group of men want to do something that gets infiltrated by somebody.
No, every time women want to be at peace and by themselves, men come in and try to destroy that shit. That's what happens.
All right.
You can't even have a girl on girl. You can't even have a girl on girl relationship because a man feel the need to come in and break it up.
What?
Why? Because like Andre said, they was on the alcohol. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell. And y'all manipulation don't work. It's not working.
All right. Well, you know what? We tried.
I will say it's not all about sex though, because on my platform, I don't do any of that, and they still be in my damn inbox. I don't show my ass. I don't clap my. I don't do none of that shit. It's just the point of the matter is, you guys, we need to bring more highlight to the men that are actually doing something, that are actually in positive light. The Pookies and the Ray Rays, fuck them. The Tatianas, fuck them. Like the bottom line, you fuck them. Let's focus on the people that are doing this shit. But y'all can't. But we can't be double-sided. If women are getting pregnant, who's getting them pregnant? Men. So it goes both ways, fellas. She can't get pregnant without your sperm unless she goes to the science lab or whatever. But y'all too need to be more stingy with the penis. Y'all be more stingy with the penis.
Okay, so Jane, let me just say this. Hold on. Let me just say this one thing to Jane, because I'm gonna see if you understand this, because Des, it just totally goes over her head. I'm gonna say this to you. So Jane, if 54% of black men are single and childless, and 30% of black men are married, which leaves less than 16% of black men who are responsible for siring the lion's share of the black community, all 70% of children out of wedlock. Wouldn't it behoove women to totally just not focus on that small percentage of men who are sexually irresponsible and busting nuts left and right? So when I hear what you're saying, it should be equal accountability. But what we are saying as men is, majority of us black men we're not even busting nuts like that. It's not happening. It's a small percentage of men.
But why is it okay? So Neil, but why is it that we keep talking about them as if that's really true? Then why aren't we spending our time highlighting the great man? Why are we talking about the Pookie and the Ray Ray?
Nobody's trying to hear that.
The problem is,
what do you mean? What do you mean nobody's trying to hear it? We shouldn't be caring about that's what they need to be hearing.
Look,
women are looking for good examples of things.
But because what you want, with the thing about it is, I get what you're saying, but the hot with y'all,
JP, you've been asleep all podcast, bro. You've been asleep, but okay.
Okay,
JP. Okay, JP.
You right? I mean, how am I asleep? You the one asleep. Now you
go ahead, JP. We listening, JP.
Cooking that.
This is ridiculous. Last show.
Go ahead. You typing, I want to talk, and ain't got shit to talk about. You want to talk, but ain't got shit to talk about. I promise you. I hear you all the time. I want to talk. You get on here well, it's not about me. But then you started talking about you. You talk about a whole bunch of mouth parts. I told you that. You talk about nothing.
You never told me that, JP. You never told me that, because if you did, I would have came for your ass. You never told me that. Stop lying. Stop lying. You never told me that. You never told me that, nigga. When I first came on the show, you acted like a stand-up guy, and you changed that shit. You changed that shit. You are Pookie and Ray Ray too. What are you talking about?
Close your mouth.
You need better examples of women. I am one of those. I'm sorry that your mama didn't love you right. I'm sorry that you don't have good examples of women in your life. I was trying to stand in the gap. That's the reason why I talk on my behalf. If I didn't, you would never know that there's women out here that actually are raised by their fathers. You wouldn't know that because you keep worrying about the fucking woman that don't have a daddy. Why don't you know more women that have daddies? Why don't you talk on that shit? Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all double-sided. Y'all don't want to help the black community. Y'all want to keep on highlighting the toxic shit that brought us here in the first place.
You never heard me talk about toxic shit. Shut up.
Then you just mentioned
Nigga, don't fucking try me. You really want to go there? What are you talking about?
You never hear me side with any.
Just say you don't want me on the show. Just say that, because that's what it sounds like. You mad because he got me on the podcast? Is that what it is? You mad?
No. No,
it gotta be. It gotta be.
But do you want to hear the truth?
I'm listening, JP.
I don't.
She coming after your man, Daz.
Hold on, I can't hear him.
What? Bad behavior, ma'am. And you try to camouflage it with men are not the enemy. You talk too much. The problem is this: you don't go anywhere with your talking when you say that you're on men's side. The thing about it is, when Andre saying tell her to defend it, sir, she can't defend men because she really doesn't have any basis to try to defend them. You don't have one.
Because you're acting like fucking cowards. You're fucking cowards. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're a fucking coward. Nobody's gonna support that. Nobody's gonna support that.
All right, guys. We're taking. Okay, let's keep it civil, guys. Let's keep it civil. No ad hominems, guys.
I think you should end the show just on that, yo.
I never was even going to go. I wasn't even going to go at you. But
you've been holding in. You've been saying it. You've been holding in. So say what you really feel. Say, I'm listening. Say what you really feel.
I've been told you that. I've been told you how I feel. It's never been a secret.
What you laughing at, Dez?
You never have. You never have. You probably told me.
I've been told you.
Right.
You didn't at me. You didn't at me. Why didn't you at me?
I do at you. You know what? Because
okay, guys, listen. We're not in the hood. We're not in the hood.
Man, let us have our goddamn
enemy does not represent you, nigga. I stand on the side of righteous men.
Hold on, y'all. This is exactly why men need to talk to their men and women need to talk to their women. That is exactly why. Men, y'all need to stay on y'all side and talk to y'all men, and women need to stay on their side and talk to their women. Because
Oprah tried that, y'all made her a billionaire.
What?
Oprah did that, y'all made her a billionaire.
Listen, and Kevin Samuels flip sides. So
what do you mean?
But this is the thing. Y'all want so much power and control that y'all don't even feel comfortable with women being in a side of their own, talking to their own women. Why do we have to include y'all with the betterment of us? Why y'all can't just stay on y'all side?
Arguing something. If you saying stay in the side, she won't. She in our shit then. That's what you said.
Well, what I'm saying is women need to stay with the women and the guys need to stay with the guys.
And that's fine. But we don't need that. Just like Neil said earlier, bro, we don't need advocates that's on the opposite side. We don't need it. We don't need validation. We don't need.
I'm not an advocate for you. I'm not an advocate for you.
We don't feel like we need the recognition. That's our job to do things like we are men. That's what we're supposed to do. We don't need to applaud.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the women.
But you just talked on that dude for raising kids that wasn't his. You so contradict you contradict yourself.
Man, hey, all right, Neil. All right, I can't. This
Okay. Wait. Before you go, JP, hold on. We're gonna close it out, guys. Hey, okay, everybody, listen. I think this conversation kind of devolved into some stuff that
We need to express ourselves and get that shit out there.
Hey, we did.
Real shit. Thank you for this conversation.
I think we all come from a good place, but ultimately, at the end of the day, just like JP said, women, we don't need y'all coming into our circle trying to advocate for us. We can do that, and we don't need to be in y'all face and advocate for y'all. Now, and who run the world, girls? And don't you tell me Beyonce is not credible. Don't tell me Beyonce ain't credible. Who run the world, girls? And y'all mad
Life is a bitch, and then you die.
What?
I said. Oh, you didn't hear what I said?
Hey,
Life is a bitch, and then you die.
I was about to say something, but you know what?
Normal men are not potheads.
Anyway, so listen, I'm gonna have to call it quits tonight, guys. I think we ran 3 hours. I think this might be the longest show. Man, I feel so bad for some of the y'all. I'm gonna lose some subs off this, y'all. I just want to let y'all know. I'm gonna definitely lose some subs. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna be down to 2,000.
This is a family, right? This is a family, right?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. There's a segregated family. I got you. We're a segregated family, like you said.
Don't be fake. Let me know. It don't have to be. If it ain't, just what it is. If it ain't, let me know. If it ain't, let me know now.
Listen.
If it ain't, let me know.
And it's okay.
Listen.
I'm not fake. I'm just saying. I'm not fake.
Okay, but listen, Jane and Dez, and I think you know this, Dez, but Jane, I just want to reiterate to you, although we may vehemently disagree, it's nothing personal. Nobody's making no underhanded comments about you not being on the show, this not being a family. We all still appreciate you being here. So don't get that impression. Do not get that impression. Now, JP may have stronger views against some of your stances, but it's not to attack you personally. You know what I'm saying? It's just he's attacking the argument and what you stand
for. For the record, I'm already changing my name. That's why I'm off of TikTok, because I'm getting rid of men are not the enemy. So for the record, I am changing my name, because you're right. I need to advocate for women and call the shit out what y'all doing, and just keep on doing that. And keep on being that voice, calling y'all asses out, and I can reference.
Wait, Jane. Wait. You what you mean calling us out?
Let it go.
It's gonna be now my personal experience. I cannot talk about it. JP, now you want to shake your head, nigga. Now you want to shake your head.
Wait. Hold on. Wait, guys. Come on, we're bringing this down to a even kill here. Listen.
Man,
okay, but listen, Jane. Listen, just Jane. Listen, Jane. I listen. Whatever you change your name to, I fully endorse you, support you. I appreciate you.
What are you telling? Are you saying?
I'm saying all I'm simply saying is whatever endeavors she chooses to follow, she has my support.
What is she changing her name to?
I don't know yet. That's why I don't know yet, because I keep getting attacked like this. Man, when I got told the other day from he was a good guy actually on another platform, and I got told from a good guy that when he saw my name that he became offended, and he's actually a good guy. So if even the good guy is offended by a woman that has men are not the enemy, then I don't need to have this name, because men are making me the enemy when I'm actually trying to highlight the good guy. I'm not highlighting the fucking dumbass. I'm not highlighting the baby daddy. I'm highlighting the stand-up guy, and men still give me backlash. I don't know what the name is going to be. However, I was thinking about having a daddy's girl show, and I would love for you to be on it. I would love for you to be on it, Des. And I'm just saying, I don't know what the name is gonna be.
Can't give
But for you, JP, you can shake your head. I don't give a damn. 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 You don't mean shit to me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Wait a second. You and JP need to just kiss and make up.
I don't
right
have no
now.
beef with him. I didn't even know he had beef with me. He got beef with me.
I'm just a
Okay, so look, Jane, he said he doesn't have any beef with you. Y'all ain't got no beef.
Tell the truth.
Now you backing out. Stand tall. Stand tall.
I don't have no beef with you. I'm a truth teller. I don't like
and
your
I'm not. And you think I'm not?
I don't like your behavior.
Andre, that's the most 100 things you have said all night.
Y'all don't really, okay. I might consider that, Andre. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Andre. I might consider that.
I will all night.
Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Andre.
Andre, let's set the record straight. Andre is toxic.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, guys. This has been entertaining to say the least. I'm not sure how much substance was. I mean, you know what? I'm not even going to denigrate the conversation. I think we did have some pretty good points per usual. You know, yeah. Hopefully, you know, when we all come back together, you know, and more cooler heads, cooler minds will prevail. And I don't listen. I listen to both you and please do not respond to this to each other. All I'm simply saying is my third party observation. When I listen to both JP and Jane go at it, I didn't sense any sort of animus. I just think you guys are kind of like talking past each other. Really, real talk. I don't think y'all hate each other. And like I said, JP just stating his perspective, Jane. He's not trying to be disrespectful, and you know, same thing, vice versa. But nonetheless, guys, I appreciate you guys for watching. This has been very entertaining. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And share this video out, guys. We're trying to grow the audience. If you have not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed. Yeah, we definitely gonna need to grow the audience after this one, because like I said, I may lose about a couple grand on this one. But it's all good to Wood. It's all good to Wood. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look.
Toxic and everybody loves toxic. So
who's toxic?
You are very toxic.
Oh my Jesus.
Why you know? Give the hand one.
Wow.
Oh, you want me to you want me to give myself a round of applause for being toxic?
For being toxic?
Yes.
Wow.
It don't need to be disguised though. It don't need to be disguised. It needs to be put more out there.
The next show should be The Sky's Blue. And watch,
oh hell no, that shit gonna last for 5 hours, bro. We ain't doing that. Hell no. We are not talking about no. Hell no. Because there's a see there. There you go. She already getting started.
All right, never mind.
She'll come and say, "My experience is that the sky is purple red."
I went outside and it was gray. You gonna tell me I'm wrong?
Okay, no, Des, you absolutely right. Let's just end it there. She right, Lee. Right? She right, Lee. Isn't she right? JP, absolutely. She right. We all agree with you, Des. You got it. You have completely beaten us into submission. You won. You got it. The matriarch wins again.
Stevie Wonder can see. I mean,
hey, Des, what's that on your? Come closer, real quick. You got something on your forehead. Come closer, real quick. Let's want to see what that is. Just come a little closer. There it is. Anyways, Jane, JP, Desi Des, Big Lee. Appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hung. We did our thing, y'all. It was great, a little contentious, but we'll be back. Hold up, let me pull my banner up, y'all. I'm putting the cart before the horse. Hold up, real quick. Dang, man, I can't believe this whole time we've had people watching this whole time, man. That's crazy.
They thought it was gonna be a fight.
Hey, man, all 7 of y'all in that, all 7 of y'all still here in the comments. Y'all toxic. Every last one of y'all.
12 rounds.
Anyway, all right, y'all. It's been great. We'll holler back at y'all at another day. I was Dizak, Splizzak.